Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Blue Jays Today, where today, guys, we got the latest Blue Jays updates for y'all as the winter meetings have officially kicked off on this Sunday night. And, of course, with the winter meetings, you know that we are watching the Juan Soto sweepstakes, everybody. That's right, Juan Soto. He could be starting anytime soon. We're gonna give you the latest updates on, like, just where he's looking right now and what are the offers being offered to him and where the Blue Jays lie on that, and as well some very interesting updates about the Blue Jays and maybe a potential pivot and where that kind of market lies right now, and of course other things from around the Blue Jays space, and of course your questions as well. We're going to get to those in the mailbag. If you haven't already submitted the mailbag questions, it's in the link down below. Click that Google form, submit your questions, and we will get to it live on this live stream. Guys, I'm your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Playluck. And let me tell you, I have been looking forward to this one, everybody. Supposedly, Juan Soto is supposed to sign a contract. We're supposed to know where he's going to end up in the next, what time is it? 7:38 right now. Couple hours? Like, that's a real thing,
Could
right?
be a couple hours. Could be tomorrow. We heard from Jeff Passan. It could be tomorrow.
Well,
could be tomorrow.
Let me be very clear. It was supposed to be by Monday at the latest. Do you interpret that as being on Monday or before Monday? I'm going to leave that open for interpretation.
Yeah, we don't know.
However,
we don't know.
There was supposed to be a really good chance that he signs a contract this evening. Now, if this does carry over to tomorrow, then guess what, everybody? We're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be covering all of this. But I really do hope that Juan Soto signs a contract tonight and figures out where he's going to go. Not only just for, MLB in general, but specifically for those Toronto Blue Jays, because it's so difficult to decide what your offseason is going to look like when you are head over heels over one individual. Of course, I'm going to reference Shohei Ohtani. Of course, I'm going to talk about that entire thing that went down last year. It feels like a similar situation is happening right now. I tweeted something out earlier today talking about how we're missing out on a couple other guys and how I'm worried about that. We're going to miss out on various other individuals.
I'm the same way.
So many people were feeling the same way as me.
I'm the same way, right? Like right now, the landscape of the free agency market, if you're a Blue Jay fan, you're wondering what the hell's going on right now. We're in on Juan Soto. Well, look, we're in on him, but it doesn't look like we're the lead dogs. There's the New York teams that are the lead dogs. We're going to break into all the details in just a moment. But also, well, where does that leave the Blue Jays? That's the more important note right there is well, if we're looking at what happened last year, we're all in on Ohtani. If we miss out on this year's Ohtani, which is Juan Soto, well, where are we going to pivot to? Is it going to be a Santander? Is it going to be a Teoscar Hernandez? And do we have a chance to get those guys? Because hell, we got a ball team to field, guys. We can't just be waiting around for a dream. We have to make shit, excuse my language, happen.
Of course, right? And you do not want to be in a situation where you're looking out at that free agent market and it is fucking deserted,
empty.
Right? It's desolate. That's something that we don't want to be in right now, which is why we want Toronto Blue Jays to sign Juan Soto this evening.
Yeah.
That would go so hard. I understand that right now it doesn't necessarily feel like we are the favorites, but still we are holding on to some hope. Let's transition and talk a little bit about why we're feeling like we might not necessarily be the favorites at this current moment. I say at this current moment because who goddamn knows what's going to happen in 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 24 hours from now.
Yeah, let's first talk about maybe something more realistic that the Blue Jays can do. Then we're going to get into all the Juan Soto stuff. But first things first, honestly, for me, when we were scrolling through Twitter, also, we were watching football today, so boys had some beers, so we're coming into this, and we're just kind of gathering all this information. But the most important tweet for me today was this Mark Feinsand tweet right here, which was saying the Red Sox intend to pursue Teoscar Hernandez if they don't sign Juan Soto. As we know, Red Sox, a big player in the Juan Soto sweepstakes. Boston is believed to prefer Hernandez over Anthony Santander. And if we all remember, Anthony Santander was badly coveted by the Toronto Blue Jays. So if they prefer Hernandez, okay, go ahead. I love Teoscar Hernandez. I would love him to be on the Blue Jays. Go ahead and take him. But maybe that we can go get our guy, a big slugger, hits over 40 home runs last year in the lineup. He continues to say the Blue Jays are also in the mix for Hernandez. Yes, though it appears they prefer the switch hitting Santander, like I've been saying. So, okay, if we don't land Juan Soto, which we all kind of accepted at this point that we're not going to get.
Okay, well, hold up. I'm going to stop you right there because I think this is a valid question, right?
Okay.
I was hearing you talk about that, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, all right, we're Blue Jays fans. We want Juan Soto,
right?
But we're listening to this report, and this is making us feel good because we already automatically are feeling like we're gonna be out on the Soto sweepstakes, and therefore we need to have a pivot. Are we doing an injustice to Ross Atkins and to the Toronto Blue Jays by already automatically deciding that it's like we're not gonna get Juan Soto? And we want to be in on this other guy. You know what I'm saying?
I would say yes and no, and of course we're going to break into more details with some other reports coming up here. But I would say yes and no because yes, being like we're doing injustice because like, well, we're going to offer the most amount of money. We known that. And that's been coming out in reports. We're going to bring that up later, but we're going to probably offer the most amount of money, but it isn't doing an injustice because it's like, well, we were supposed to be the favorites for Juan Soto, but more realistically, going in on someone like Santander is definitely more realistic.
That's true.
You know?
No, that's super fair, right? Walking into this offseason, it felt like if you had to give me a short list of individuals that were the most realistic and also people that you wanted to target, Santander would have been high on that list. Honestly, if I take anything away from that right there, it's that the Boston Red Sox are already looking at other pivots, right? Because you talk about the favorites right now for Juan Soto. The New York teams are obviously right there, and we're going to talk about that. However, Boston Red Sox have been thoroughly discussed being in the mix right now and one of the top candidates to land Juan Soto. So if they're looking right now at Teoscar Hernandez, then maybe that means they're not doing as well as they initially thought. Quick shout out here to Jordan Keats, a 7-month member for the Blue Jays today, saying, yo, 7 months already. That's gone by quickly. Still planning to be in the 6th sometime this summer. Much love. Hope this helps with the suffering.
Of course.
No suffering this evening, all right? We're hoping to land some big time free agents. 572 people in here. If you guys haven't already done so, smash the like button and hit the subscribe button as well, guys. Can we get up to 69 likes?
Y'all are crazy. We just started this live stream 5 minutes ago, maybe 8 minutes ago, and we already got almost 600 people in here. So yeah, like Nick's saying, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. But like we're talking about right now, like, you know, we're doing injustice to the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox not going in on Juan Soto. Maybe. Well, here's the thing, right? You had John Heyman land in Dallas, and he's talking right there, and he's been talking to a lot of people, talking about this lobby talk of what's going on right now with the Juan Soto sweepstakes. I wanted to bring this up right here. Ben Turner, he quote tweets what Mr. John Heyman said. He came out on MLB Network and said this, but Ben Turner sums it up right here so that y'all could see. Basically saying that, like, he thinks that Soto will go to a New York team. I mean, we all kind of have started to accept this, right? They had pretty good offers. He already played for the Yankees. You have the Mets with the highest offer. So it feels like that's kind of the vibe around winter meetings right now, but he isn't ruling anyone out yet. But he wouldn't be surprised if the Blue Jays had the most money to offer. And yeah, he also mentioned the Boston seems less confident right now. So that's where you could probably see if they're less confident, well, they're pivoting right now. That makes a lot of sense. If the Blue Jays have the most amount of money, does this mean, do you see this way? Do you see that they're going in hard on Juan Soto right now if they're offering the most money? Or is it like, hey, here's the dollar amount we're willing to offer. Now, while that's sitting on the table and you're probably already considering these teams, we're going to offer the most money, but we're also going to go check out these other teams. Like,
that's the right way to go about it.
Right.
Okay? I mean,
do you think that's what they're doing?
I hope so. I really do.
I hope so.
Yeah,
we're asking a lot from Ross Atkins.
I don't know if I can give you a better answer than that because I don't think I can actively say that, yeah, that's what they're doing because we haven't seen that before.
Right.
You're asking them to be extremely competent right now. And
that's a lot to ask from this Blue Jays management.
Yeah,
let's be real.
Let's be completely honest with ourselves, okay? It is a big-time task to woo Juan Soto, one of the best players that we've seen play baseball in a long time, to your ball team.
Yeah.
And that's even with the New York Yankees.
Right.
They're a team that are a historical franchise. Well, the most World Series out of any team ever just went to the World Series, right? Just had a historic year with said team. They are struggling getting this guy back on their ball club. It was always going to be a tough task. The fact that we are like this deep into the mix right now and looking decent makes me feel semi-good about the management. That being said, though, you have to get someone major over the finish line, whether that be Soto, whether that be Santander, whether that be somebody else.
For sure. We're also, real quick, shout out to Andrew right now with a $20 super chat dono. I see already the W's in the chat. You guys know what it is. Throw that W in there for Andrew. Thank you, man. Appreciate you so much. Honestly, right now, if I were to, I know the Juan Soto sweepstakes aren't over, but for me, I'm going to ask this question to you, but also I'm going to kind of answer it as well. Do you like the way that the Blue Jays have been handling the Juan Soto sweepstakes? For me, it's a yeah, because, look, if you're going to offer the most money, that's all you can do in your situation. You don't have Vladdy locked up. You don't have Bo locked up, for that matter. You don't really have a winning window beyond 2025, 2026. So you have a lot of odds stacked against you, and you won only 74 games. But all you could do as a management, I guess, or I guess from a financial standpoint, is offer the most amount of money. However, you could counter that, well, maybe you should have done a little bit more to prepare for this, to have a better winning team.
Here, I need all the information, and we don't have all the information right now. We've heard a lot about that they're in the mix, but we haven't heard about all of the other stuff that a team is needing to do. For instance, we heard yesterday, and we talked about it in the podcast this morning.
Right.
Or it might have been last night. It's all blending.
It's all blurry.
It's all
this
blending
whole
together for me at this point.
Yeah.
But Max Fried, right?
Yeah.
It was the Red Sox and the Yankees that were looking like they were going to be the finalists for Max Fried.
Right.
Well, we're hearing that they have been doing their due diligence, right? They are continuing to follow up with other big-time free agents while they are in the mix for Juan Soto. This might seem like a cop-out, but I have to wait and see exactly what transpires here, because if we miss out on Juan Soto, and then it comes out later that, oh, the Toronto Blue Jays weren't really doing a whole lot of anything right now while they were talking to Juan Soto, then no. We did not handle this situation properly.
Right, fair.
But I agree with you. In a vacuum, offering the most money is kind of all you can do.
If you were to ask somebody, of competence, I love to bring it back to this, like, ask any average individual, well, what would you do in this situation? Well, obviously, we have a lot of things going against us. We're going to offer a lot of money to him and then move on and probably get someone more realistic, like a Santander, fix that bullpen, etc. But we haven't yet seen that, and they haven't signed anybody yet other than minor league deals this offseason. Quick shout out also right here to Scott Farr with the $2 dono saying Dick Allen and Dave Parker elected to Hall of Fame. Let's go. Shout out to them. Felicia with a $2 dono saying, do you think we'll keep Vladdy? That's a general question that I think we're always talking about.
That we're going to get to that, Felicia. Thank you so much for donating. W's in the chat to everybody that has donated so far. And if you have already done so, please hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. If you subscribe to the channel, your name will pop up right here. But thank you so much for your donation. We will answer your question shortly, because I wanted to first bring up what Eric Truden actually tweeted out earlier today. This was talking a little bit about how the Blue Jays are approaching these Juan Soto sweepstakes. And everybody needs to take this with a grain of salt. And he even addresses it in here. I don't know how accurate this is, but something to note. He tweets out saying, do with this what you will, but I've spoken with 2 recent former Blue Jays and their agents that have been told by the Jays that their entire focus is on Juan Soto right now.
Right.
He goes on to say, it remains to be seen if they actually land the big fish, but the Jays are outright telling some free agents that talks won't happen until the Soto decision.
Right.
And then finishes by saying, this is all to say that if they miss out, it won't be because they didn't try. So kind of spinning it in a positive light that they are doing everything they can to get Juan Soto. However, to your point, on the other side, they're not necessarily looking at anyone else.
Right. And I guess, is that a good thing or a bad thing that they're not willing to really reach out and talk to these guys? If this is true, are free agents willing to hold out for the Blue Jays offer once Juan Soto finishes? I don't know. I mean, if I'm an agent and I'm hearing the rumors that we're hearing that the Blue Jays are willing to do something big and stupid, if I'm a free agent, well, am I going to get that big and stupid offer if I'm like not entirely out on the Toronto Blue Jays? Like if I'm open to going to the Toronto Blue Jays, if they're willing to do something big and stupid, well, maybe I do wait a little bit. Maybe I wait for that upping offer that they might give me, because I know they didn't get Shohei Ohtani and they didn't get Juan Soto, and they have almost $1 billion Canadian dollars just waiting to be spent. Do you think that's a good or a bad thing in that situation? I don't know. Well, depends on the player, I guess.
You know what? There's so many positives and negatives to be taken.
Yeah.
I appreciate that Ross Atkins and the management is giving Juan Soto, again, if this is true, is true.
Right.
But I appreciate that they're giving him their full attention, because that's the only way that you're actually going to get this across the finish line.
Right.
I hope that you do. And I hope that if you don't, you haven't dug yourself too big of a hole that you can't get out of, because just as much as it is a credit to them and to their appreciation of Juan Soto to be giving him their full attention, well, if I'm Anthony Santander, or if I'm Teoscar Hernandez and calling you up right now, and they respond back by saying, sorry, we don't have time for you right now, we're dealing with Juan Soto.
Right. No, I hear what you're saying.
I hear
what you're saying, but also you could understand. I mean, like, if from the other side of things, I get it. It's Juan Soto. You know what I mean? Like,
that's okay, but right? you're speaking about it from a, completely third party, outside of this whole thing, right? These are competitors. Like we see it. I heard the other day. This is who was it? It was football thing right here, but Myles Garrett was talking about how he's so much better than TJ Watt. That's not true. But
okay, yeah.
What I'm saying is that they look at this as like, well, why are you looking at that guy and not me right now? Well, why are you not giving me the time of day?
I mean, I would hope, maybe I'm assuming, that Pete Alonso knows he's not Juan Soto.
I can appreciate that. However, is it still not, like if one team is telling you, sorry, we can't talk right now, and another team is saying, here, let's talk to us, is it not a disrespect?
I guess it depends on the way you phrase it. Like, if I'm like, okay, well, we are trying to go for Juan Soto, and then, like, just because we get him or don't get him, and again, it's all assumption right now, we're all speculating. If we get him or don't get him, we're going to come to you next. Like, you're the next move. And, we want to make a serious offer. We want you on our team. And again, like, back to my other point of, like, if I know from Pete Alonso's camp, I'm just using him as an example. If from Pete Alonso's camp, like, I know they're going to have stupid money and they're going to probably offer something stupid here, then maybe I will wait,
Well, and in that case, then maybe it is all about the way that you frame it.
It's all about the conversation.
Yeah, and the way that it goes about. I guess point that I'm making here is that I can see how that could be construed in a negative. However, I hope that, again, the Toronto Blue Jays management has not framed it in such a way.
And do you believe that Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro and all those people...
God only knows.
God, man. I hope they talk to the free agents more directly on their intentions than they do to the public and the media, man. Because the way they talk to the media and the public gives us with zero confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, and that's such a fair point, right? It's tough to put faith into those guys when... you hear the same buzzwords time and time
right.
And they mean literally next to nothing.
Right.
I'm not over-exaggerating right now. Like, you go through Ross Atkins' press conferences, you'll hear the same fucking shit. It doesn't matter the year, doesn't matter the city. Even if, we're winning 162-0, he'll say the same goddamn thing.
There's a lot of opportunities, and I really believe in the talent.
Like, for real, right? It is very, very annoying.
It is, right? I want to circle back a little bit here, because I missed out on this thing right here, and this was coming from Boston Sports Gordo. And he's quote tweeting Mark Feinsett, an MLB insider right now, going back to the whole Teoscar Hernandez, Anthony Santander, a little bit more of a couple guys that be more realistic for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's saying right now that the Red Sox are believed to prefer Teoscar Hernandez over Anthony Santander. So if the pivot really is, like, if it's between the two New York teams, okay, go ahead. Have Juan Soto. If that's what it becomes, probably that's what it might become. Go fight over him. If the Red Sox want Teoscar Hernandez, well, cool. Blue Jays, maybe we'll take Anthony Santander, which we have already been rumored to being really interested in. That's more exciting for me. From a Toronto Blue Jays trying to be competitive next year, adding Anthony Santander is a staple. Like, you have to add that power. You have to add that presence in your lineup, batting right behind Vladdy for at least the next year. We'll see about that contract. I know we're going to talk about that contract and the extension a lot more later on, but that's crucial. If you want to go take Teoscar Hernandez, go ahead. We'll take Anthony Santander.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know how I feel about Anthony Santander. Yeah. I mean, like, I do think that he's a very quality player, and 44 home runs is hard to come by, just casually speaking, right? Guerrero needs some protection. Santander can certainly provide that. Is he everything that we need? I don't necessarily believe that. I do think that ultimately you still need a little bit more. Whether that is a big-time fish like an Alex Bregman or somebody of that caliber, or whether that be somebody else that you think can break out like a Ha-Seong Kim or, you know, a Gleyber Torres or, you know, something along those lines.
Right.
I think that you still need more. Will I be upset about signing Anthony Santander? Not at all. I mean, I saw, like, a couple months back, it was one of Ben Nicholson, Smith, or Shai Davidi. And I'm not sure which one. I don't know. But one of them was discussing how they think that effectively Anthony Santander is a little bit of a trap when it comes to a contract and a signing. And I read what they had to say, and I heard it, and they were effectively talking about, well, the history and some of the sabermetrics and all that shit. And we can all agree that 44 home runs from Anthony Santander is a bit of an outlier. That's something that he hasn't done before.
Right.
All that being said, though, is this better than what we currently have?
Yeah, can beggars be choosers right now?
The answer is yes, it is better than what we currently have. So, will this contract eventually expire at a place that we're not necessarily happy about? It's possible.
Yeah.
But at this current moment right now, if you're truly trying to be competitive in 2025, getting somebody like this is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, you got to ask yourselves, well, what are we trying to do, right? I mean, going back to the beginning of this offseason, what are we trying to do? We're trying to apparently compete, according to Ross Atkins. We're trying to compete and build a winning team for 2025. Okay, well, if that's the case, I need a guy who can compete right now. And that contract details, whether it look bad later on or whatever, it doesn't matter. At least we took our shot, and we can go and be happy that we took our shot, and we got to do that right now. So if Anthony Santander hits 35 homers or 30 homers, that's more than most Blue Jays on the team last year, other than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So you'd be much happier with that signing if that's the case, right?
Yeah,
right.
I couldn't agree more, man. We got a donation right here from Craig saying a $10 donation. Thank you very much for donating, man.
Ooh.
Atkins and Shapiro need to be fired before spring training, by the way. We are really excited about the upside on Derek Fisher. He's a 5-tool player.
Nice.
And Santander is like signing Morales, does nothing. Thank you very much for donating.
Okay.
I hope that you're wrong in terms of the Santander thing. I hope that it provides something. At the end of the day, man, it's like, you got to make some type of moves. And
yeah, you got to do something.
And that, to me, feels like a move that is attainable and should move the needle a little bit. Will it move it to the point of playoffs or World Series? Probably not, but one step at a time.
Yeah, it's the same thing I talked about with Alex Bregman. Like, look, people all have concerns about Alex Bregman's contract getting sour like a George Springer's after 3 or 4 years, right? But the point is, right now, the Blue Jays need someone to win right now. And luckily for us, Anthony Santander and Alex Bregman, they're right in the middle of their careers. Like, let's take a step back. Imagine if we were in this exact same place and George Springer was a free agent right now. You brought him in. Well, he's going to give you 2 to 3 decent years. Granted, he was injured for a lot of it, but at least he'll give you those great quality years, and then it will get sour. But right now, all we care about is the production happening right now. And it's the same thing that's going on with Santander. If it looks bad, well, we gave it our best shot. I mean, the whole other question becomes like, well, where are we in 2025, 2026, 2027? Like that is, and I know there's a lot of questions that got submitted in the mailbag that we're going to bring up later about the future of this ball team. But I'm not even thinking about that right now. I don't know where you're at in that whole thing. Are you when you're thinking about this free agency, are you really worried about 2027? Like when you're thinking about signing guys right now?
Yes and no. Not as much so now that the whole goal is being competitive next year. I mean, it really is a one step at a time type of thing, right? And I think that ultimately signing some good players and then winning some ball games next season is probably the most important thing at this point, considering what they've already come out and said. Do I want us to be still planning for 2027? Of course, as any competent management is. But ultimately, like, there's so many other things that need to happen before we can even get there. And ultimately, I'd love it if we can make playoffs between now and then. And to do that, you probably need some good players coming in your direction. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, you definitely do. And I mean, like, earlier this offseason, before we heard Ross Atkins and Mark Shapiro speak about wanting to compete this year, we were talking about, like, well, maybe they should consider a retool/rebuild and really, like, kind of punt 2025, extend Guerrero, build some prospects up, trade Chris Bassett away and all these guys. Maybe Kevin Gausman, trade him away and get some guys. But that's not the route we're going. Like, as much as it's a good idea and in theory to rebuild and try to get back to competitive and be way more competitive later on, that's a great idea, but that's not where we're going. Like, we have to try to win now and figure it out 2 to 3 years later. That's kind of where we're at, guys. So let's circle around now and go back to Juan Soto. Let's circle back right now. That's the Blue Jays. We're going to have so much more Blue Jays conversations, guys. Also, shout out to the 800 people in the chat right now. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Smash that subscribe button. Guys, this whole next week, we're going live tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday. Who knows? There's going to be so much going on with the winter meetings. A lot of moves could transpire, so hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date with all your Blue Jays news. Let's circle back, though, to the main event. Mr. Juan Soto. We know that it's between the New York teams as of right now. Let's talk about it a little bit. This one, again, another paraphrase quote tweet from Savage Sports right now. This is per Hector Gomez. Take it what you will. Hector Gomez has been very active this free agency, talking about Juan Soto, who's got some things right and wrong. Well, we're going to find out when he eventually signs what he's got right and wrong. But per Hector Gomez, Boris is telling Hal Steinbrenner, the owner of the New York Yankees, if you go to $750 million, Soto will be a Yankee. Also telling Mets to up their offer. Unfortunately, no information on the Red Sox's offer. Okay, so what do you take of that? This coming out that if Hal just offers $750, Soto is going to be a Yankee, but also telling the Mets up their offer. Is this just more leverage play, or does this have any weight to it?
I really look at this as being a whole bunch of bullshit, honestly, because, like, just, think about, forget the second sentence about telling Mets to up their offer.
Okay, yeah.
Just think about it in terms of the information coming out of Boris telling Hal to go to $750 and you'll get Soto as a Yankee. Well, if you're any other team that hears that information, you're immediately going to get on the phone and offer $775. Right? Like, I know that you told him that, but does Soto want $25 more million? Like, if it's legit, of course. This to me just feels like misinformation or somebody getting something wrong. I don't know, man. Like, we've heard so many different goddamn numbers at this point. Yeah. The biggest takeaway from this is that the number's rising.
Right.
A week ago it was 600, 650. Now it's 750.
Right.
And I think that honestly, the final contract that you see, like at this point, I think we'd all be very surprised if it was just at 700.
I'd be very surprised. Oh my God, yeah.
Exactly.
We already think it's going to be record breaking.
Yeah.
So
so at this point, it's like, okay, well, probably going to be closer to 760, 770, 780, right? Like, that's probably where things are going to line up, which is wild to say. And yes, it is probably an overpay. But I think that comment in particular is a leverage comment.
And also, what does that even mean? You offer him $750, it's done. Well, we've heard that Juan Soto wants some sort of opt-outs and some, optional parts of this contract and maybe, some incentives or whatever it might be. Like, that's just a blanket number. Like, we don't really know the details of this contract. We don't know how it's structured. So I think that, for me, feels like a leverage play. Absolutely.
It doesn't add up, right? Like, we got to put our detective hats on right here and really get to the bottom of what's going on, okay? Yeah. We've heard so many. Earlier this morning, we heard that the Yankees and the Mets were at 7-10, 7:30.
Right.
That's what we heard.
That was this morning,
right?
yeah.
And that was we heard that 12 hours ago. Now we're hearing, well, they have to get to 750 and then he'll sign it immediately. But then also the Mets, you got to up your offer. Like, it just, none of this makes any sense to me.
Yeah.
Everybody is in the dark, okay? Everybody's in the dark. Now, the one thing I think that I'm not going to give, a ton of weight to, but is mildly important, is what John Heyman had to say, being there in person.
Right.
He was speculating on how some teams are feeling. He was talking about the Yankees, and he was looking at them kind of in the, I guess in the general space or wherever it is, in a lobby, whatnot.
Lobby,
and he was saying that they looked confident. Now,
right.
I understand that to a lot of people probably feels like bullshit. But I would argue that just analyzing some of the, expressions and emotions that are happening, you can feel when somebody's feeling good and you can feel when somebody's feeling bad. I actually put more weight on that than I do on any of this Hector Gomez, like, make it 750 and you win or whatever type of shit. I put more weight on that than any of this other stuff that we've heard so far.
Right. Okay, so do you think that, like, if the Yankees match the Mets, because we always thought the Yankees were kind of falling out of it, but it seems like in the last few days it's picking up momentum. If they match the Mets, he comes back to the Yankees?
I always thought it was that way, though.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought that the Yankees ultimately, like, they were in that sweet spot where, well, we win in terms of a tiebreaker. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, if we both end up at 700, we should win. Because when you really think about it, we are the New York Yankees. He did just play a season here. He did just have one of the best seasons that he's ever had. We did just go to the World Series. I mean, check, 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 check. Give me the most money, and I'll stay with you.
Right. No.
Why would I go over? Ultimately, like, what's the big argument here to go from the Yankees to the Mets? Seriously.
There really isn't, other than money.
Yeah.
That's it. And like, well, if the Yankees match the offer, will Juan Soto give the Mets a little bit more opportunity to up it? I think that's also a reality right now.
We were assuming that the New York Yankees were not going to go crazy, insane, F-it mode when it came to the offer. We were thinking that, well, they were going to drop out. Had we known that the New York Yankees were going to be willing to get up to these 710, 730, maybe even 750 type of number, I mean, yeah, because that was the one thing that Steve Cohen had over them.
Was the money.
He can go further. And we were hoping that was the one thing that the Blue Jays had over everyone, is that they could go even further than him.
Right.
It's right now looking like the New York Yankees are not going to allow anyone to go as far as we were thinking, and they are sticking in the mix. And if they do so, I personally wouldn't understand why he would leave them for 10 or 20 mil. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing, right? Like, I completely hear what you're saying, and like, to circle it back to the Toronto Blue Jays, damn, if that's the case, like, guys, we're cooked. We're cooked. Like,
because we're third on that totem pole.
Yeah, literally third, fourth, who knows, right? Depending on the Boston Red Sox stand. But if that's the case, we got to start looking at other options right now. We have to. I haven't heard in the last Saturday, this is Sunday now, I haven't heard anything other than the Blue Jays have offered the most. Like, what? That's what I'm circling all the way back to the beginning of this live stream. We've already done our part. That's all we had to do, was offer the most and the clear most over any team. And clearly that's not enough.
The biggest card that you had to play
was the money.
Now,
you don't have it.
The good thing about numbers is that they don't stop.
They can keep going.
They are infinite, so you could just keep going forever and ever and ever. But eventually you're going to reach your version of the glass ceiling.
Right.
And we might be there now. And if that is the case, then you need to acknowledge that, like we kept saying, and pivot to somebody else.
Yeah.
I hope that they have the capability to acknowledge. I hope that they have other guys to pivot to, because as we saw, Willy Adames, Tyler O'Neill, Blake Snell. I saw somebody in the chat saying your ticker says that the Blue Jays are in on Blake Snell. Yeah, obviously that's not true.
Oh yeah, that's been updated in a while.
You know, there's a lot of guys that have started to go off of the board right now, and I certainly do not want to see the Toronto Blue Jays miss out on other people.
Yeah, because that's kind of the big concern right now. Like, if you're going to take anything away as a Blue Jay fan from all this winter meetings and Juan Soto sweepstakes, and the fact that O'Neill, Adames have already signed, and you're looking at the Red Sox going in on Teoscar Hernandez, you cannot get left behind. It's one of those things where you got to make a smart pivot, and we've brought it up before. Last offseason, they didn't make a smart pivot. Bassett brought it up in an interview during the regular season. They didn't make a pivot after Ohtani, excuse me, and that's why they got left in the dust. You have to make a pivot. If it's Santander, Kim, go fix the bullpen. That's all we can do at this point from a Toronto Blue Jays standpoint, and that's where we're at. And we haven't heard anything else about going and getting these big-time guys and these big-time players. And we have to go make that move. And if we don't make that move, I mean, yeah, we are going to get left in the dust, people. We're going to be cooked. We're going to be cooked. In the winter meetings, everything should kind of go and, you know, everything should fall into place through these winter meetings. But we got to go make a move very soon.
I agree, man. I just saw this right now. This is kind of an interesting one, a little off topic from the Juan Soto stuff, because we are on Juan Soto and free agency watch right now, I think it's important to bring this up here. John Morosi, now that they are officially at the winter meetings, you know, you're starting to get some more reports coming out about just various guys in general, talking about how Garrett Crochet, that trade is almost assuredly going to happen here at the winter meeting, saying I shouldn't say that. It's increasingly possible that he'll be moved at the winter meetings, according to John Morosi. So that's an interesting name to watch right there. We've been hearing about Garrett Crochet, but obviously, you know, trades specifically happen quite a lot at the winter meetings.
They do. Oh my God. There's so many notable ones throughout the years, man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, GMs get to be able to get together and everything like that. Garrett Crochet, being 25 years old right now, is still pretty damn good at baseball and looking to just get a little bit better. I mean, not only just a target for the Toronto Blue Jays, but I think people in general, like, this is somebody that could be quite a grab.
The Blue Jays are very flexible on how they construct the roster this offseason. Like, we traded for a lot of young middle infielders that, let's be frank, are not going to get the playing time that they hope. So sending them away to another ball club to kind of package something together to get someone like a Garrett Crochet or even some bullpen guys, right? We can go and build up that pitching staff in multiple different ways. That's going to be something to look forward to this winter meetings, and along with the whole Juan Soto and Anthony Santander and Teoscar Hernandez kind of rumors.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I agree, dude. I definitely agree at this point. We got interesting. Okay, so Mike Puma right here. This is an important one, and this is going to give us a little bit of steam right now. Mike Puma on Twitter, 108.9 thousand followers on Twitter. He's a Mets beat reporter saying that the best guess from a league source is Juan Soto will reach his decision by tonight.
Oh, that's a big juicy one right there.
He is supposed to reach his decision by tonight.
Wow.
And Ben Nicholson-Smith just reposted it.
No way.
So it's the feeling across the board at this point is that he is going to come to a decision by this evening. Let's just leave that up right now while I go get some more water and go to the bathroom.
Actually,
I think we're going to need to strap in here, folks.
Yeah, I was starting to feel the beers hit my bladder, you know, as we were sitting here. Damn, you know, Mike Puma, you deserve a follow right there. So there it is, guys. Tonight, Juan Soto's going to make his decision. Where would you guys, maybe we should do a poll on this at one point, but where would you guys put the odds right now? Maybe not the odds. Make a prediction. Make a prediction right now in the live chat. Where is Juan Soto going to sign? Mets, Yankees, Blue Jays, or the Boston Red Sox or Dodgers? Shout out to whoever just subscribed right there. You're an absolutely a legend. If I'm going to put my money on it, I'm still gonna go Mets, man. I'm still going to go Mets. Like, I mean, I do give the Yankees a lot of respect for coming back into this thing. Let's see, where do you guys have? Yanks, Mets. We got Jays. A lot of people saying Mets. A lot of people saying Mets. Oakland, that's a big, that's a nice thing. Hey, it's not Oakland anymore. It is the Athletics, everybody. Let's get it right. It's the Athletics. Hey, if Juan Soto is going to make his decision tonight, we're going to be here for quite a while. Excuse me. Red Sox, Mets. I will sign Juan Soto to the Dodgers. Oh, yeah, you're going to do it, Jays. You know what? I'm kind of at this point, everybody, where I want it to happen tonight so we can move the F on. Hey, shout out to, I got to check this out right here. Shout out to Pop Frig for becoming a starter member. Let's go. W's to Pop Frig for becoming a starter member. Shout out and thank you to all of our starter members, honestly, in the chat right now. Also, I missed this. Ignatius also became a starter member. Let's go. We got 2 new starter members just tonight. I'm going to use the washroom as well. I'm going to throw it up on this tweet right here.
Wow, Kevin, the GOAT, you can suck it. He says, tell Nick Soto sign when he gets back. I see you. I see you, man. I see what you're doing. 803 people in here right now. Soto looking to sign tonight. Sign this evening. We are going to be here for it, everybody. If you haven't already done so, please like up the stream. We're currently at 221 likes. Can we get to 269? We got 800 people watching. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. Wouldn't it be something if we could get to 1,000 concurrent viewers this evening? That would feel amazing. I see plane emojis in the chat. And you know what? You know what's crazy? They got me kind of excited. All right? I know you were trying to chirp us. I know that you were trying to get me, but you got me kind of excited. Darren Sullivan with the donut saying, don't forget, guys, the Soto budget is a unicorn budget, so it doesn't mean the Jays have that money to buy other players. And listen, I completely agree with you, dude. Thank you so much for donating. We've seen and we've gotten a lot of comments. A lot of people have messaged us telling us, it's like, well, why don't, and not only just the Toronto Blue Jays, but specifically on the Blue Jays, why don't the Blue Jays just take that $700 million that they're going to give, or that they might want to give to Juan Soto, and give it to Santander, Corbin Burns, Alex Bregman, a Vladdy extension, you name it. And it's because of what you just said right there. Juan Soto is a unicorn. Juan Soto is a potential Hall of Famer. Juan Soto could be the next Ted Williams. And for all of those reasons, that's why we want to give him $700 or more million, and why we wouldn't be willing to give said money to somebody else. So your point, totally taken, dude. This is a special player, and for special players like this, we give special amounts of money. Welcome back, Adam. We got 170 legends into the chat right now.
170 legends?
Or
868.
Times that by however much.
Yeah, this is crazy, guys. You guys are absolutely phenomenal right now. We're going Soto watching right now. He could absolutely sign tonight. Let's go. Hopefully the stream doesn't crash tonight. Shout out to Daniela Castro.
Put that shit into the universe, Daniela.
Dude. We've been trying to get a new computer for so long right now. Like, literally the entire stream is running off of this. This computer was never meant to run it. I had my big computer that we've been running on the Blue Jays Today show for like 4 years. It died this year. It just straight up, the CPU died. And I've been dying to get a new computer for so long. So let's just hope it doesn't happen. Shout out to, who is this? Jay Farrell. With the W's. We might be here for a while, so we're going to do some fun things tonight, guys. We got your questions again. If you have a burning question that you want to see showcased up on this live stream, in the chat, or not the chat, the description, there's going to be a link to a Google form. That's where you can submit your question. We're going to pull that up, and we're going to put it up on this live stream as well.
A little bit of free agency, trade news right here, excuse me.
Ew.
MLB Deadline News tweets out saying the Astros are extensively shopping Ryan Presley. Per Bob Nightingale. Ryan Presley, 56.2.
Love it.
innings last year.
Love it.
Decent
Shop 'em.
ERA. Honestly, like, not as good as I've seen him do in the past, but, like, still, I would say a very talented player nonetheless.
Yeah,
Like somebody that I think there should be interest for Ryan Pressly out there.
There should.
Shout out and thank you to David, by the way, for subscribing. I just caught the tail end of that dude. W's in the chat for all of our new subscribers, man. We appreciate you guys so much. We're trying to get to 30,000 subscribers. That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Join the community.
Join the community, y'all. Also, yeah, looking at this right here, I mean, Presley's been all right in the last few years. Obviously, he had a lot of save opportunities years past, not so many the last year. I mean, it's all right. I'd throw a little dart at a Ryan Pressly. Why not? I mean, again, bullpen can be so volatile. Maybe this guy pops off and is a new closer. You never know. You never know. Also, shout out. I just saw a dono in here.
Pop with the donate saying, not a question, just supporting the Blue Jays today, boys. The content is goated. Keep it up, lads. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
we
y'all.
We appreciate you so much, man. We do appreciate you.
And again, y'all, if something pops up, like if there's a tweet or there's an article or something, like throw it into the chat right now. It helps us because we're kind of.
Oh, this is a neat
speaking
one
of the
right
devil.
here. Speaking of the devil, we just got somebody, Quick Clips. Thank you very much, Quick Clips, for letting us know right here, suggesting that we go check out MLB Trade Rumors. This is actually a legitimate thing that we really need to talk about, and I think a lot of people around MLB need to talk about it right now. I would not have expected this.
No.
Would not have expected this.
Not at all.
This is a fucking good baseball player right there, man. Let me tell you.
It is.
That guy's good at baseball.
Yes, he is. Yes, he's phenomenal, right? Luis Castillo willing to be traded by the Mariners, or the Mariners willing to trade Luis Castillo?
Yeah.
Very interesting. This is what we're going to see, man, all through these winter meetings is which teams are willing to trade which guys. Well, a lot of trades usually happen this time of year. I mean, hell, what's Luis Castillo's contract?
I will take a look at that in a second. Shout out to Grady with the $699 donation saying, screw school tomorrow. We staying up. Teachers will understand. Listen, man, Juan Soto only signs one time. Juan Soto only signs one time. Not that I'm advocating for not doing your schoolwork because, you know, obviously everybody get very smart. But you know what? Juan Soto only signs one time.
Only signs one time, guys. Only signs one time. I'm just going to...
let me take a look. Let me...
Go ahead.
Let me take a look right now at Luis Castillo's contract.
I have this, like this fan system underneath my computer to keep it cool, and I'm wondering why the hell it's not on right now. Because that's very important. Oh, I know. Boop. There we go.
That'll do it. Castillo's getting paid just over $24 million for several years. Like, he's getting paid a lot, but like,
screw it.
He's the thing is like ultimately like he is worth the money, right? Like at least right now he is worth the money. Take a look at his contract again. Not his contract, excuse me. His
stats? Yeah. So he's got a 3.64 ERA last season, 3.56 over the course of his career. Yo, kind of reminds me of a little bit of a Jose Barrios type, you know, in terms of the results, right? Yeah. I'd be willing to pay that kind of money. I mean, hell, that's the rotation,
I think
you know?
that, like, he does do the job. And, like, you look at all the innings that he's pitched in the past, like, he gets it done. Mm-hmm. I'd be interested, man. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they're asking for. I'm not sure. Like, we'd have to look, express willingness to listen to offers. So I guess like, this is very, like, high-level type of stuff right now. Just, like, throwing it out there, fishing around, seeing what type of teams are interested and all that. But, I mean, I do think that Luis Castillo is a very talented player. So
Right, absolutely. Hey, let's give a quick shout-out right now, guys, to the Sponsors Podcast. We'll be right back in just 1 second.
Hey, guys, time for a quick shout-out to the sponsor of this video. Hit your picks and knock it out of the park with Betway. Scan the QR code down below or click the link in the description to join the action. Available in Ontario only. Must be 19 years older to participate. And, guys, please bet responsibly. Now, back to the content.
Shout out to Betway, everybody. You guys let us know in the chat where you would bet that Juan Soto is going to be signing, man. Betway is the spot to make any of your sports bets moving forward. And it does feel like, shout out and thank you to, I don't have it here.
It's coming up.
It is going to come up in a second. But it does feel like looking at Twitter, Mikhail the Pickle, that Juan Soto is going to be signing this evening, everybody. That is kind of the generalized reports right now. And it It's looking like it's going to happen.
Yes, it is, guys. Yes, it is. I did see a request in the chat to start answering some questions, so I got a question here right now. But before we get into it, we do got, oh my gosh, we got a couple big donos coming in here.
It's actually a really good one. Lindsay B donating $20 saying, I already submitted a mailbag question, but this is just contributing to your next 9x9x9 challenge for the 2025 season. Thank you very much, Lindsay B. We'll come prepared. We'll come prepared. All right?
We wanted to do it at the end of the last season. We're like, oh, let's do some like hot wings and like tequila or something. You know? Like, look, I think we should do a bunch of different kind of like different 9x9x9 challenge. It'll be kind of a lot of fun. So thank you, Lindsay B. I'll shout out to Adored Carrot with the 279 dono saying I have a big test tomorrow about Soto signs once. That's right.
Soto signs one time, guys. Soto signs one time. All right, and that should be the. Hopefully that's the end of it, for crying out loud.
Oh my God, I hope so. Right. All right, let's get to a fan question, a mailbag question right here from y'all. This one comes in from Hunter. This one's a bit of a head scratcher. He's saying, so this Blue Jays team is falling apart. Love that beginning. Do you think in the next 10 years the Jays will go into a rebuild? In the next 10 years? Absolutely. I mean, let's be realistic right now. Like, if the Blue Jays are trying to compete and go all in right now and we have no prospects, there'll come a time when maybe Vladdy doesn't sign, or even if Vladdy does sign, there's no help or protection around him, and there will be a rebuild. So, yeah, we could see a little bit of a lull spell for the Toronto Blue Jays, especially with this competitive AL East market in the next 10 years. So, yeah, I would anticipate. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think that you can say that about almost any team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like the way that things go. The only team that you can really look at and be like, oh, like they're probably not going to be in a rebuild for the next 10 years might be the Dodgers and might be the team that signs Juan Soto.
Right.
Like, that's actually it. That's the list. That's the two people.
Maybe the Yankees. Have you ever seen the Yankees in a rebuild? I've never seen the Yankees in a rebuild.
Never in a serious rebuild. Yeah, like, they'll have a season where they're not good, but they're never actually, like, rebuilding.
Right. I've never seen, like, them sell away all their guys, get all the prospects, and actually rebuild. That will never
signing,
happen.
Like, or they're never, like, starting from scratch and like tearing it down.
Yeah, like the Blue Jays did.
Yes, you know what I mean? And that's the thing. Like, that's what it is to actually rebuild. Like, you got to tear it down and then start again.
Yeah, and I do see the Blue Jays doing that. I mean, let's be frank, guys. I mean, this might be a good time to bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Hey, guys, time for a quick
shout out to Betway once again, everybody. Shout out to Betway. But, like, seriously, like, if we don't get a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. signing done, I mean, I don't think it's going to happen this offseason because you're seeing the hype and the market drive up Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s price, and he'd be stupid, honestly, not to wait till next free agency for his price to get driven up even higher than what it already is. Then if he goes to another team, then we're going to have to do a little bit of a rebuild. Bo Bichette ain't the future. Let's be frank. He's not going to be a guy carrying this team. And right now in our prospects, I love a lot of our guys right now, but that ain't the future of this team, right? It's going to be a lot. It's going to take a lot more. So, I think it's going to happen. If it doesn't happen this year, it's going to happen maybe next year or the year after, right?
Yeah. I mean, and again, Juan Soto changes that, right? And that's why I think we're so excited about it, because Juan Soto would change everything.
He would change everything.
You approach the future, and when you talk about how you asked me earlier in this, I guess live stream, you were just like, well, are you really thinking about 2027? With Juan Soto, you are.
With Juan Soto and with a Vlad extension, you are.
Yeah,
but
it's like it actually does change the way that you go about doing these things.
Yeah.
Whereas, like with the Santander, maybe it's not.
Right.
But with Juan Soto, no, it's a real thing. Like 2027 now is part of the thought process here, and that will be reflected in the contract that he does inevitably sign.
Yeah, I mean, this is game-changing stuff right now. Depending on what we do this offseason, will determine the future of the Toronto Blue Jays. I just want to bring this up while we got some new people coming in right now. We're going back to this. I feel like we're always going to kind of go back to this Mike Puma tweet right now. The best guess from a league source that Juan Soto will make his decision tonight. So if you are right now here in the live chat, hit that like button and don't go anywhere. Hit that subscribe button, because we could have a decision tonight.
In the next couple hours. We might need to really strap in here, folks. So get ready to be with us for a while. We asked this question yesterday, I think you might have asked this question actually while I was in the washroom.
Maybe.
But let's give the full prediction here. Percentage-wise,
Right.
where do you have all the teams in terms of signing Juan Soto at this current moment?
I didn't ask, I asked who do you have, so this is a different question.
Okay.
It's a different question. So
I also see
percentage-wise,
people telling me Andy Martinez, so I will take a look at that while you are answering that question.
so I'll say Mets are at a solid 65, I'd put it. I'd say the Yankees are at a solid 25. So that would put us right now at what? 90? And then you could chop it up like Red Sox, Blue Jays, Dodgers at 3%, 1% other. That's where I'm putting it right now. It's coming down to the New York teams for me, you know?
It is looking like, according to Andy Martino, excuse me, yeah, this situation is coming to a head, folks.
Okay.
This situation is coming to a head.
This guy's got 95,000 Twitter followers. Yankees, Mets, SNY writer. He's saying Soto situation appears to be coming to a head this evening. This evening, y'all. This evening, it's going to happen. Here we go. Wow. You know, part of me is kind of sad. I mean, I think back to last year with the whole Ohtani thing. It's sad that I haven't heard enough about the Toronto Blue Jays, and I wish we can hear something else come out right now about the Jays. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, dude. I mean,
Jays.
I don't feel nearly as confident about this situation as I did about Shohei Ohtani. Maybe that's a good thing
Maybe
because,
it's a good thing.
clearly, like, it didn't work out last year.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
hope maybe this is the feeling that you get before you sign a big player.
Right.
You know?
Maybe it is. It's like, it's not going to happen. I mean, did you see Willie Adames going to the Giants?
No, I didn't see it. Right? Maybe this is that feeling, right? Like we never know what's gonna happen.
Maybe it
Tough
is.
to know.
Maybe it is. Does anybody have any percentages in here that I want to read off? It feels like no one's throwing in their. It's a big question though. It's a big question. Oh, here we go. Davey Boy saying Mets 60%, Yankees 35%. Jays 2, Red Sox 2, Dodgers 1. That feels actually eerily accurate to what I just said. So I feel that right here. Come to Canada Soda saying, Roger, yeah, it's tough. Michael saying 10%. Where do you guys, from a Blue Jays standpoint, this is a very easy one to ask. Where you guys have the Blue Jays right now percentage-wise? We also got Dan the Man Bruin saying 30 Yankees, 25 Mets. Okay, so Yankees are the favorites. Jays 23. Damn, I wish. Sox 22. I wish I felt that way. Also, big shout out to Last Duel Gaming saying, hey guys, New York Yankees are out. Where are you seeing that,
Okay,
my man?
Eric Truden just said a little something. Eric Truden just said something. What did Eric Truden say? Oh no, we already had.
We already have that.
We already had the Eric Truden stuff. Thank you very much for letting us know about that Eric Truden stuff. But we did already cover that. Last Duel Gaming with the $20 dono saying, hey guys, NYY are out. Boston is out. It's New York Mets and Blue Jays for Soto.
How do you know that?
I think it's a good thing if Soto goes to New York Mets. Vlad needs to call Soto and tell him to come to Canada. If they are friends, go Jays, go. I hope that everything you just said is true.
Yeah, I wonder, where are you getting that Last Duel Gaming? I want to know.
Please.
Dude, I want to get hyped, man. Right now I'm like, just kind of bum hurt. I wish that was true. Also,
yeah, also, sidebar, everybody, right before we started filming this thing, Adam's favorite football team kind of
they're out of it now. They're out of it now. They need to go 4-0.
Stuff would need to happen. Stuff would need to happen. Stuff would need to happen. So, yeah, he was a little upset entering this thing, but getting some Juan Soto, the Blue Jays updates might fix the situation.
That might give me a little hype, but also realistically, like, can we make a signing? Can we sign like Santander? Can we sign somebody, please? Can we make a trade? Can we do something? Right?
Seriously.
We got a little update. MLB Network. That's what people are saying right now. I'm looking over. Let me just close some of these because I want to make my computer not process a crap load of information.
That's a good idea, man. We definitely want to stay live right now if we can here.
Okay, MLB Network, 58 seconds. Oh my God, why are they doing this?
Oh
dude?
no!
Why are they doing this,
Don't
bro?
hurt me.
No,
Don't hurt me like this.
Guys, MLB Network is hurting me.
They're going to hurt me.
No, guys, MLB Network is saying the Blue Jays have a 32% chance.
They're gonna hurt
Why
me
would you
again.
do this?
They're gonna hurt me again.
Oh my God, am I gonna need to get more scotch?
I'm feeling the fucking hope right now.
No, I can't let any hope enter my body. I can't let it happen
it's
again.
Too late, Adam. It's
I can't
too late.
let it happen.
It's too late.
Who do you? What do you know? According to Greg, F you, buddy.
Greg.
I don't know. Why would you say that, man?
Greg, I really want to believe you, Greg. 32. You know what? 30.
No.
Listen, guys. 32% doesn't mean that you're gonna win that thing, but
No.
it means you got a shot.
Yeah.
It means you got a shot.
I have zero clue who Greg is. The Blue Jays. ... Yeah, like what? Is it 32% because it's like the blue? Let's circle back to the whole reason why Juan Soto's a free agent, to make the most effing money. If we're offering the most money, why aren't we the favorites? like I always go back and forth between, you know, the Blue Jays have offered the most money, so we should be one of the favorites because he wants the most money. But then I go to all these other guys, all these other reporters saying it's between Mets and it's between the Yankees.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Adam. Are you fucking Greg? No.
I'm not Greg.
So shut up, because Greg thinks we got a real shot.
But that's what I'm saying is does Greg think we have a shot because of that? Probably. I mean,
man.
I haven't heard.
All I know
anything.
is that Greg Singer needs to get it.
Who's Greg?
Listen. If he's got to be, he knows his shit. That's all. That's all I know. Okay, I know that Greg knows what he's talking about. I also know that Ben Turner knows what he's talking about. Somebody in the chat was telling me to go check out Ben Turner here. Quick shout out here to a donation by the Gaming Freak saying, why MLB Network? No, I'm not ready to get hurt. Listen, Gaming Freak, I also know you as ABBA, but Gaming Freak, it's time to get hurt again.
Dude, I'm ready.
It's time to play the game.
Okay. So Ben Turner says this, and he's quoting Feinstein, Dorsey, and Heyman.
And shout out to the doctor saying Jays have the high offer, 3%? Question mark. Really, my man? Actually, it's 32. It's 32%.
Yeah,
according to Greg.
Apparently, Greg thinks 10 times that amount of what I believe in. You
Shut
know?
up, Adam. Greg.
What do I know? What do I know? Right? I mean, okay. So Ben Turner right here, quote tweeting Feinstein, Dorsey, and Heyman. They all think it's going to be one of the New York teams. We've already, you know, kind of. I'm accepting that so I can not get hurt again. But Feinstein again mentions that Santander and Teo for Blue Jays as a pivot. All right, cool. I could do that. As a pivot.
What? Santander?
Santander or Teo?
Well, yeah.
Let's go.
Like ultimately, guys, like, look, I have faith in Greg, and I believe in Greg.
Do you know who Greg is?
Duh, he knows his shit, man. Look, I know Greg knows, okay? Like, maybe you don't know that, but I know that. But on the very off chance that Greg doesn't know, we need to be open to some pivot options. And look, Santander, as I've been saying since day one, would be a very nice pivot option. I'm not going to say no to that. However, there is a 32% chance that
Greg knows?
You know?
Oh, look, if it was legitimately at 32%, I'm living life right now.
And I need dual gaming with a dono.
Let's go.
Nicholson Smith, he knows Soto was coming to Toronto. He was the first to report to say Soto was making a decision tonight. ABBA is last. Yeah, actually, ABBA, I did notice that. I fucked up. Last dual gaming is ABBA Edgar. The Gaming Freak is somebody else. I made that mistake. That's my bad. There's 1,000 people watching me right now as I talk about sports, so I do apologize, but I appreciate both of you.
Okay, so you're saying Ben Nicholson Smith, he knows Soto's coming to where? ABBA, we need to know where you're seeing this. I'm not seeing this.
Also, I very much apologize. We did miss the $279 donation by the adored carrot right there, saying this is not okay, MLB Network.
Facts,
it's
bro.
Greg. It's guys.
We don't know who Greg is.
Nobody You guys don't fucking understand, okay? Fucking Greg.
Greg apparently knows. Okay, wait. We got more MLB Network. 38 seconds ago. Greg's weighing in, bro. Greg is weighing in.
This is our king.
This
is our king.
Hold on. Why thinks the Blue Jays are the biggest threat to MLB? Oh, I wish I could listen to this.
Can we have captions? Can we put captions?
Captions.
Captions. Fuck.
No, we don't have the captions.
Our king is talking right now, man. Our king is talking.
Maybe we could pull it up on our phone or something.
I need to listen to our king for a second. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go listen to our king, and then I'm gonna report what he says.
Yeah.
Because if I do it here, we'll get copyrighted.
Yeah, we'll get copyrighted. We don't want that, guys. But apparently, can someone tell me?
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I'll tell you what he's saying.
Greg is the GOAT, saying the gaming freak. Oh my God. Give me a reason. Yeah, let me hear. I kind of want to hear too. Everyone stand by. You can put it here, actually. That's good. Yeah.
I can put this?
Yeah, you can. We can do audio, not just visuals.
Pay very close attention to the likelihood that each one of these teams land Juan Soto. I've got the New York Mets at 38% likelihood to sign Juan Soto. I believe the Toronto Blue Jays could be drastically large and may throw money that is astronomically higher than the New York Yankees. This is an organization in desperation. They're not going to keep Vladdy Guerrero long term, not Bo Bichette. Those guys will thrive in other uniforms someday, so they're going to go all in to get Juan Soto. This is Steve Cohen versus Rogers. The Yankees are 15%. I got the Red Sox at 14% and the Dodgers at 1% because why not?
I hate everything.
W, Greg.
I hate it.
Can we get some W Gregs in the chat right now, guys? Can we get some W Gregs into the chat? I see a couple in there right now. We got over 1,000 legends in here tonight. If you guys haven't already done so, please hit the like button and smash the subscribe button. Your name will pop up right there. We did miss a couple donos.
Yes.
As everybody was saying, W Greg. But Adore Carrot says, I 32% love Greg. I fucking 32% love Greg too, man.
My God.
And we also got Warrior saying, here's some money for the best Jays news channel. Thank you. We appreciate all of you guys. This community is full of legends. You guys are amazing. Greg, don't prove me wrong, man.
See, when Greg was saying that, everyone was laughing at him. Everyone on the panel was laughing at him.
You know what, man? Listen. Let me tell you a little.
I'm a cynic tonight, bro.
Yeah, I get it, man. I understand. Okay, I understand. But everybody laughed. Everybody laughed at skinny and pale and lanky looking Tom Brady before he came the 7th round draft pick before he came to the NFL and before he won 7 Super Bowls. Everybody laughed. Everybody laughed at that guy. Everybody laughed at little trailer park boy Eminem when he was trying to come up and when he was trying to do. Listen, there's goats out there that have been laughed at regularly. Greg is a goat. Greg, this is his come up story. He's waiting for his moment. He's waiting for his opportunity. This is one of his opportunities right now. This is a fucking canon event right now for Greg. Okay? And I'm not going to be the one that shits on his parade, all right? There's been other people that have come up before in tougher times.
I can't. Well, quick shout out to Nathaniel Reisenberg saying Justin Soto signs Yankees. I mean, kill me now. You know what I mean? Like, just like end me right now. Danielle saying I'm getting PTSD from last year. Facts. Thank you for the dono, both of you guys. Gaming Freak saying hashtag Greg 2024 for Prime Minister. I mean,
right.
That anybody really would be an
Greg,
upgrade.
we trust. Also, too, like, I love how I'm literally heralding this guy. He still only gave us a 33 or 32% chance.
But that's bigger than what we thought. I was saying 3.
Bigger than what we
okay,
thought.
actually, you to answer that question. Besides Greg, if you were to give a percentages and where it's at, where would you kind of put us?
I'm still at 20, man. I've been at 20 the whole time. I said 20 days ago. I'm still at 20. Like, ultimately, 1 in 5 times, the money talks.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's really it. If we have the highest offer, like everyone's saying, 1 in 5 times, Juan Soto is the type of guy that decides the money talks.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. I mean, look, like, we brought it up. Was it early? All the days kind of blend together. We brought it up like earlier this week, or was it last week? We said, well, why aren't we one of the favorites if we're offering the most amount of money? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't understand.
1 in 5 times for me, the money talks. For people to be counting us out inherently, even though we have the highest offer, it is stupid. And we've actually come out and said, well, this is dumb.
Right. No, I agree.
You know, like, it is dumb. It is
Am
really stupid.
I buying in to all the rumors of Yankees and Mets just being the only two teams in on this? Am I getting fooled?
Maybe, man. I mean, like, is that the American bias? I do think that 80% of the time we lose out to those guys. And I do think that the Mets and I do think that the Yankees at this point, if I had to alter my percentages, because I had the Yankees a lot lower previously, I think that they're a lot higher at this current juncture, right? With the way that people are speaking about them. So more times than not, it doesn't happen. However, 1 in 5 times the money talks. 1 in 5 times Edward Rogers says fuck it. 1 in 5 times Vladimir Guerrero Jr. does make the phone call. 1 in 5 times magic transpires. That's where I'm at. I hope I'm right. Greg is even higher than me. Maybe magic happens tonight.
That's what's wild to me is that Greg is higher than these two guys. Maybe we're cynics. Maybe we are cynics.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going kind of above and beyond it.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly,
once you saw Greg go 32%, you were like, boom, it's happening.
I was always at. I've always been at 20. I've always been that way because I do, like I keep saying, believe it all comes down to whether or not we have the highest offer. It's been reported that we're going to. That's what I'm believing. If that's wrong, then I don't think we have any chance. No, we need to have the highest offer to even have a 1 in 5 chance. Yeah, in my opinion.
Like if Cohen's doing 750 and we're doing 800, and let's say we include like a 30-year opt-out, which is right after that like supposed window, like. Why the hell not?
Correct.
Why the hell not?
Correct.
Oh, my God. I need to see something right now. I need to see, like, Blue Jays have the highest offer and are including opt-outs. If I hear that, oh, man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, of course. Shout out and thank you to the person that just subscribed right there. Don't know who it was.
Bro Dominican. Yo, shout out.
W's in the chat for Bro Dominican. If you guys haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. We have over 300 likes on the channel. Can we go fucking insane mode and get to 500 likes?
Oh my, guys, this is like an awesome stream. 1,000 of you guys in here right now watching it all come down to the wire right now.
It feels as close to a plane tracking stream as you can get without actually tracking a plane.
Dude, I love the plane tracking stream when, you know, we could always like just be, we're all watching it for like 5 hours. Like, oh, he's going across the continent. Oh, when's he going to get here? You know, for 40 minutes till he lands. I would love that, right? Shout out to Venom. Let's go, guys. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys are absolute legends, man.
We are waiting for more news to develop as we have close to 1,100 people in the chat right now. Zombie asking us to answer some questions.
Let's do it.
While there is a little bit of a lull, and let's be very clear, this is a minor lull. We do know that he's going to sign tonight, or we're 95% sure that he's going to sign tonight. Let's take another question from our mailbag. We've asked you guys to submit those questions. The link to do so is in the description of this video. So if you haven't already done so and you want to get your question answered, then please feel free to do so. But we got a question in here coming from Paul.
Paul, very simple question, you know, like some of you guys have very detailed questions. I absolutely love that. Paul's got a very simple one. Look, if we're going to ground ourselves back in reality, we've known that the Blue Jays are in on Santander and Teo. Which one do you want? Do you want Teo or do you want Santander?
I want Santander.
Yeah, you want Santander?
I want Santander. Now, I know that there's a lot of people out there that believe and love Teo, and I love Teo as well, and I would love to have his camaraderie rejoin the Toronto Blue Jays. But in terms of who I think is going to be the better baseball player for the next 3 years, I think it's going to be Anthony Santander.
Yeah, it's interesting to me. It all depends for me, I guess, what happens or what we're trying to do. If we extend Vladdy, give me Teo. And here's the reason why. Because we have 2 years of compact production. I kind of like Teo's ability to put more contact on the ball and to get on base than I do a Santander. Santander, the upside is he hits 44 homers. Teo could hit, you know, upwards of 20 homers on any given year. It's the homers for Santander. How many times is he going to do that? I don't know. So for me, the more safer bet of 1 to 2 years is Teo. So give me Teoscar Hernandez.
I hear you. You guys let us know in the chat. Who do you have? Would you prefer, even if you're not a Blue Jays fan, would you prefer Santander on your baseball team or Teoscar Hernandez? Assume that the deal that they sign is relatively similar to one another.
Yeah.
Last Duel Gaming comes in here with another $10 dono. W's in the chat for Last Duel Gaming saying New York Mets at 50% and Blue Jays at 50%. It's up to Soto. I think he will go for the money. Jays at $800 million. New York Mets at $730 million. New York Yankees will not offer more than $710. Go Jays,
Last Duel, where are you getting all this information,
Dude,
bro? If you had that information, I want it. I want it.
Can you imagine if Last Duel Gaming is actually just like Jeff Passan in disguise?
Or he's like in Soto's camp, like he's like his cousin.
Yeah.
I
Has
believe
this,
it.
whole like online alter ego, like,
bro.
Dude, I wish that you were telling that you were 100%. I hope that you are. I hope that you were just like our king, Greg, and I can fully buy into this because if that's the case, look, if you can go up to $800 million, the Toronto Blue Jays,
oh my god,
then you might have a chance.
Oh, of course, right? Like, fuck, I really want. I'm gonna look for another question right now while we're waiting for some more news to break. I'm gonna try to find someone on the topic of this.
If you guys find anybody who has come out and who said, that he's going to do a little something, you guys let us know, man. We would love to see what's up.
Absolutely. I'm looking for... Oh, man, I want to get something on the topic of free agency because we're here. Because I know we could go on and on about the Toronto Blue Jays, and eventually we are going to get to those kind of comments or those questions, excuse me. But right now, let's keep on the subject of some free agency walk. This one comes from someone named T2. I don't know who T2 is, but if you're T2 and you're in the chat, shout out to T2. They're coming in and they're asking a simple question, just our thoughts right now. Our thoughts on Jurickson Profar. He had a pretty good season last year. Your thoughts on Jurickson Profar, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Jurickson Profar is a quality player, not worth a crazy amount of money, but certainly somebody that I'd be willing to take a shot on for sure, right? Like, he did find something in San Diego. This could be a one-hit wonder type of season for him, and just gets paid a big payday and then whatever. I like him. I don't love him. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, like for me, he got paid $1 million last year for a reason because based on his whole workload that he had in the past, and then he goes out and breaks out and was the number 3 hitter in the playoffs for the San Diego Padres. It's obviously phenomenal. He's going to want to get paid for that 1 year, and for me, it's a lot of risk. How much do you want to put weight on that kind of breakout? I don't know. Like, look, if we wanted to sign him for a team-friendly deal, hell yeah, I'll sign this guy, but, I won't do it if it's too much. I'd rather get someone like Elias Santander.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
I do agree. I do agree. All right, everybody. We got over 1,000 people in here waiting on some updated news about Juan Soto. It is currently almost 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The reports coming in from Mike Puma and the reports coming in from Andy Martino is that he should sign
happen
this evening. We are going to be live for that signing.
And also, I am getting kind of hungry. We just kind of jumped into this thing, right after that game that
we did.
2 games
yes,
we just
we
watched.
did.
Dude, if we had a sponsor for a ordering of the food, this would be the perfect time for it. You know what I'm saying?
This would be kind of the perfect time.
But maybe I will be down. Guys, what if we were to order food? I'm just going to throw us out there.
Yeah.
If we were to order some food tonight, what should we order?
You guys,
we're in it for the long haul. Right?
We might be in here for a little while right now. Might need to order some steam whistles too. At this rate,
See, that's another thing. Like, let's get some beers going. I got a little bit of Johnny Walker left, but not a whole lot, really.
No.
Should we get some beers and should we get some food? You guys let us know in the chat. Let me read off the chat.
I am literally scouring Twitter at this current moment in time, guys. This is it feels like, I remember back in the day when Drake used to drop an album and you weren't sure if he was going to drop an album or not drop an album. Kind of feels like this right now.
Right, like his deadline kind of passed.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to happen right now. It's
right.
supposed to happen. When is it happening?
Here's what everyone's saying. They're saying pizza, Chick-fil-A, or wings. Here's the thing about Chick-fil-A. They're closed on Sundays. Can you believe it?
Is
crazy?
That actually true?
Yeah, because they're like a very Christian kind of based company. So they're closed on Sundays. I know my girlfriend really hates it whenever she's like, I want Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, it's Sunday, baby. We can't order it. But they're saying pizza or wings. Wings would be kind of messy. Pizza is a decent alternative.
Pizza's a decent alternative.
Like it's a clean one, I would say. But also, should we get beers? Should we get beers? Is another question.
If we're gonna be here for the long haul,
I'm gonna need some beers.
That's the thing. We're gonna be here for the long.
Like I was drinking beers watching the game. I'm starting to sober up already.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, right?
Crazy stuff. Crazy
Shake
stuff.
Shack. Oh yeah, there is a Shake Shack in Toronto. All right. Well, let us know, guys.
You guys let us know. The chat is speaking right now. Might have to take a moment and figure that out if there is a continuous lull. Let's answer a couple more questions from the mailbag, guys. If you haven't already done so, like we said, submit to that if you want your question answered. Get Soto's favorite meal. We should ask
What is
him.
it?
You guys, listen. First things first. If you guys haven't already done so, follow us on X and tweet at us.
Yes.
What should we order on the live stream? Tweet at us. Our handle is TodayJays. So you can find us on X. Go search us up, Today Jays, and tweet at us. What is Juan Soto's favorite meal?
Let us know, y'all. Let us know. All right, let's get a question from the mailbag. This one comes from Bob Jankowski saying, this is an interesting one. What Jays prospects has the best chance to impact our lineup? Huge fan since 77. Love the show. Shout out to Bob being a fan of the Blue Jays since way back in the day when they were first created. And thank you for being a fan of the show. I'm glad that you're here, Bob. Best prospect to impact the lineup. You go.
It's actually a good question.
It is a good question. I like this question.
Best prospect to impact our lineup. I'm going to say he's not on the roster yet. Because in 48 hours' time, we are going to receive the first overall draft pick.
Oh, my God.
And that first overall draft pick will result in Laviolette coming to the Toronto Blue Jays. And it would not be fitting for me to say anyone else when I know that legend is going to be a Blue Jay. So I'll say that. Because honestly, like, when you look at this is the problem. When you look at our farm system, I mean, like, the clear and obvious answer is Orelvis Martinez.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
But
here's the thing.
Do we
Here's the
know?
thing. You could take two sides of this. You could say Orelvis Martinez being the highest upside, but this is the best chance. And I guess Horwitz isn't a prospect anymore.
He's not.
He's
That's
not
the
a
thing,
prospect.
right? Like you're when you're just looking at the prospect system, well, frankly, I have to go off of who the experts believe to be the guy, and that is Orelvis Martinez.
Right.
But also, there's a lot of shit that went down with that guy this past year, so it's tough for me to be like, that guy's going to make a massive difference next year, right?
I'll say this. We're still considering Will Wagner. Is he still a prospect? Is he still on the Blue Jays prospect system?
I don't actually know if he is.
If he is, I'll go as an alternative Will Wagner.
You know what? And actually a great answer. I completely forgot about this guy, but Arjun Nimala, you know?
In a couple years.
In a long time from now, still quite a ways away. But you're right. That's somebody that a lot of people have felt very, very good about. And I do think that in the future, he could be nice. He could be real nice.
I think so, too. I mean, that's our bow replacement. You got to hope so, right?
Of course. Well, we'll see how it all goes down. But honestly, could be with the way that things are going.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, let's give a quick shout out to the sponsor of this live stream as we wait for a little bit more news.
Whoa, time for a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video. Hit your picks and knock it out of the park with Betway. Scan the QR code down below to join the action. Only available in Ontario. Must be 19 years of older to participate. Please play responsibly. Now, everyone, back to the content. Shout out to Betway, guys. If you guys are sports bettors, make sure you go check out Betway. Let me flash over just in case anybody is tuning in right now and wondering, what the hell are you guys talking about? This is a Juan Soto live stream. It is, because we have just heard news a few moments ago from Mike Puma and as well from Andy Martino, who are in at the Dallas meeting, saying Soto's situation appears to be coming to a head this evening. And Mike saying that the best guess from a league source is Juan Soto reach his decision tonight, everybody. So we're watching along. We're waiting for that to come out. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be waiting along for that.
Yo, can we pull up this MLB escape thing?
I just saw that. That's insane.
It's a little ridiculous, but it is kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. It is kind of funny. Let me pull this up. Is it MLB Scoops?
MLB Scoops tweeting this one out.
Of course.
We got it. It wouldn't be a Blue Jays Today free agent live stream if we weren't doing this. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be.
Hashtag Mets president of baseball operations David Stearns is reportedly on a Delta arriving at Dallas Fort Worth Airport in approximately an hour. He'll be finalizing his agreement with Juan Soto at tonight's winter meetings. There you go. He's on his way, everybody.
He's on his way, guys.
We got to track the Dallas 496 plane.
Yep, there it is.
Coming from? It's coming. I assume New York.
New York, yeah. JFK. There you go, guys.
This has got to be a meme, right? Like he's got to be joking, or is he legit about this?
Maybe, I don't know.
Like it's MLB
how would he even know?
So
how would he even know?
Like this has got to be a joke, right? I said this because it had. What are people saying? What are the comments saying?
I don't even know.
Wow, he's actually legit. That's insane. If MLB, listen, this is obviously you can't give this guy anything at all because like it's it's just he's a joke. But yeah,
no, MLB Scoops is a meme. Yeah, I know it's a joke site. It's not a serious site. It's got to be. It's got to be. No,
again, occasionally get some shit right, but it does not know what he's talking about.
Also, shout out to Money Dude here saying with a $5 dono, by the way. Thank you, Money Dude. Saying saw a post. Rockies looking for second baseman and have some nice bullpen arms like Victor Vodnik and Jake Bird, Noah Davis. Hey, you want? I don't know. Who's the second base prospect for us that we'd be willing to trade? Will Wagner? Would you guys be willing to trade Will Wagner? That's another question.
Yeah,
people are high on him. No, if it's for the right piece, fuck it.
Yeah, dude, again, like I'm actually like at this point, we won 74 games last year. I'm willing to trade anyone.
Literally anything to help that bullpen.
I'm willing to trade. If you think that you can get a win, trade anyone. I'll be right back, guys. Gotta use the bathroom, but stick with us. We are on Juan Soto watch.
They can have Schneider saying RK the Jays fan. I don't think Schneider's gonna really command a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. Ricky Tiedemann. Dude, I'm actually so down, guys. You guys let me know your thoughts on this. I'm actually so down to trade Ricky Tiedemann. No disrespect to Ricky Tiedemann, but I mean, let's be real. Ricky Tiedemann is a injury prone. He's on Tommy John. Like, we can't develop prospects. Like, trade him now kind of guy. Could be a Nate Pearson. I'm kind of down to just like trade him, for the prospect, and then go get anything that can help us win tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Or, in the next season. I'm kind of down for that. He has similar value to Manoah. Yeah, honestly, potentially, right? Maybe even a little bit more because you could probably sell him on the prospect hype. Cardinals live tweet. What is that? People are saying Cardinals live tweet. No, that's Focal Plays. Yeah. Tom Dinder's chirping you, Nick, saying you got a weak bladder. Also, y'all, speaking of drinking and eating food, this right here could be drank tonight if he goes to Toronto Blue Jays. If he doesn't go to the Toronto Blue Jays, who should we replace that label with? Because it's going to come down to that. We bought the bottles. We got to drink them eventually. Who should we replace that label with? Would it be Santander, Teoscar Hernandez, maybe? One of the two? What do you guys think? Who should replace the Juan Soto label? Max Fried, that's a good one. Santander's. Oh, a lot of Santanders. Adam, will he be chugging it if he doesn't go to the Jays? I dare you to. Listen, you're only going to see the chugging if we sign. It has to be a signing. That's the only way. Yeah, a lot of Santanders. A lot. Burns is over here. Okay, we're getting a lot of Santanders. What do you think, Nick? If Juan Soto doesn't sign, is that the Santander bottle?
The Juan Soto bottle?
Yeah, we replace it. You know what I mean? We get rid of the label. Everyone's Biggio. That's a big one. Where's Biggio nowadays, eh?
He's out of the league, man.
Yeah, like, does anyone even have him?
I think that he doesn't have a team right now.
Right.
I think that might be the case.
Yo, actually, facts. Flick's saying Vladdy extension.
That's
the Vladdy extension bottle.
But I don't think it's gonna get drunk. I don't know if we're ever gonna drink that fucking bottle, which is tough to say.
It's yeah, exactly right. Like
Martin Maldonado bottle. Yeah, that makes sense.
Martin Maldonado.
Can I get a Go Pack Go? Go Pack Go.
It is.
Kevin Kiermaier bottle.
Kevin Kiermaier bottle. I love it.
People are saying MLB Network. Let me take a look right now at the MLB Network. You guys show them that. Right?
Yeah. While you're looking that up, Nick, guys. Speaking of Vladdy extension, guys, we just dropped this T-shirt, and the Black Friday sale, which got extended, is ending tonight. If you want Vladdy to get his extension for the Toronto Blue Jays, we got this T-shirt saying "Pay this man." Mm-hmm. We got Vladdy on the shirt on a pile of cash. If you are screaming to the top of your lungs, what the hell are you doing, guys? Mm-hmm. Why haven't you paid this man yet? Go show your support for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. by getting the Pay This Man t-shirt. You can get it in black. You can get it in white. Again, the deal ends tonight. Also, if you spend over $200, you get free shipping. If you really want to go ham and get a bunch of other BJT merchandise that I'm also wearing tonight and some hats in front of us, you can go get that tonight. Okay. It ends.
Now, this isn't Greg.
Oh, no. What is it?
These are guys on the MLB Network. I'm going to play their audio. They have made their predictions.
Oh, no.
I haven't heard what they have to say yet.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Live reaction.
Number 50, about 730 million over 15 years. That works out to 48 and change per year, which is above the Ohtani number at 46. We knew that was happening all along. 2:20 a.m. His number is 22. To the New York Mets. Wow, always a writer, that Tom Verducci. Well done. How about you?
I told you to call me last, right? I'm going 15 years, 750.
Ooh.
Right? I'm gonna cap it. I want a round, nice, tight number, 50 million a year. It's gonna happen at 11:11 because every time it's 11:11, my wife says make a wish. I don't know. It means something.
It does mean something.
Okay, so we'll go with that. 11:11, and he's going to the Mets.
You shut your mouth.
No, DeRose.
You aren't Greg. You'll never be
Nah.
Greg. You wish you were Greg.
I get it.
You wish you were Greg.
No, I get it. What about you? What do you think? Predictions for Soto's contract?
Yeah, probably the Mets.
Yeah, I'm going Mets. What do you think What do you think the price? I think it's 15 years, 750 as well.
Well, actually, I also think, honestly, the more that time goes on, like, the Yankees do feel like a relatively good shout. The fact that they're still in this mix right now, like, that alone, I think, is enough to make me think that maybe I do say going back to the Yankees, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe I think he's going back to the Yankees now that they're still in this race. Again, this is assuming that everything we've heard is accurate up until this point.
Right.
I reserve the right to change my prediction in 10 minutes from now.
It could all change, guys. I'm going to use the washroom real quick. I'll throw it on right here of Greg's prediction. Maybe that makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know, throw it on
there
Greg's
you go,
prediction.
guys. Greg's prediction. There it is, folks. Currently, Greg thinks we got a 32% chance. But God only knows where it's going to be at. Before tomorrow in the chat saying big and stupid. And, yeah, that's the only way that we actually get something dumb here is that if we do go big and stupid, right? That's kind of what that 32% boils down to is Toronto Blue Jays need to do something big and then got to do something stupid if you want to outbid the New York Mets. And, of course, the New York Yankees. Haven't been hearing a whole lot about the Boston Red Sox in the last little bit right now, so they are also kind of getting slept on as time continues to go on right now. I'm continuously refreshing Twitter at this point to see if there is anything else right now on the Juan Soto sweepstakes. And right now, the latest updates are he's going to sign tonight, but we still just don't know when. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Mike Rodriguez. All right. What do we got on Mike Rodriguez? Give me something good.
I was just
Give me something good.
What
is this? What is this? What does this say? According to... Oh, okay. It's the same thing, everybody. According to sources, the decision is tonight. So now that more people are coming out with it, it does feel like it's going to happen. That's kind of where we were at. It does feel like this is going to transpire, like Juan Soto is going to sign in the next little bit. We're going to be here for it. If you haven't already done so, hit the like, smash the subscribe button. I'm going to put a poll in the chat to see what we should order for dinner.
Yeah, I'm already I was literally in the bathroom like looking at like potential options right now. A lot of buy one get one freeze kind of going on right here.
True.
A lot of buy one get one freeze.
You give us 4 options real quick because you had the information right now.
Okay. So first things first, Little Caesars got buy one get one free 2 medium cheese pizzas or medium pepperoni pizzas.
One sec.
Okay. Medium.
Wait.
Okay, we gotta throw this one out there because everyone.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead. So medium pepperoni pizzas with stuffed crust with cheese.
Okay, what else?
There's also buy one get one free 1 pound of wings at the Wing Spot. Okay, everyone was saying wings. Gotta give them some love. What else? What else we got offers here? I'm gonna keep looking. Those are the two I saw that were like popping up. Everyone else, let us know your thoughts in the chat about what you think. A lot of wings, a lot of wing deals going on tonight. It's also Liberty Eats. No, that doesn't have a deal. I'm still looking, everybody. I'm still looking.
A lot of people in chat saying poutine.
Poutine.
There's like a dumb amount of people in chat.
Okay, throw it out there. I know we can find a poutine deal.
You know what I mean?
Ooh. How many? We have 4 options up there?
Yeah.
Okay, there's also a buy one, get one free 6-piece boneless wing from Popeyes.
Well, we already got wings.
We already got wings.
So it's
Okay,
like, I
okay.
feel like that's like the,
Okay.
You know?
Okay, Frytown. What the fuck is that? See, if we had an Uber Eats sponsor, this would be like perfect advertisement. Dude, there's so many wing deals going on tonight. Like, holy shit. Yeah. Shoeless Joe's? Do you want to get like a Shoeless Joe burger kind of thing going on?
We
Like a sandwich?
Yeah, like if they got good sandwiches, you know, like do they have that?
They don't have any.
Cookies or, like-
No, any deal. Let me look up. Just like, what would you be interested? Chicken sandwich?
Or just like some type of good sandwich, you know.
All right, let's look up a sandwich kind of thing. Let me see if there's any buy one.
We're almost at the poll, guys.
We're almost there.
Stick with us.
Mary Brown's chicken deal. Let me see. Hold on.
They are sponsored by the Jays, or they.
Yes, they are.
sponsor
Mary Brown's.
The Jays,
They do sponsor the Jays.
So, like,
There's
that's not bad.
it's only just chicken.
Oh, Samantha's
pieces.
saying no, not shoeless. Can't do that.
Okay, can't do that. Can't do that.
Don't want to do that.
What is this? Is it a chicken sandwich? Okay, there's a buy one get one free jalapeno spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Okay.
Cool.
How do you spell jalapeno?
JALAP jalap JALAPENO jalapeno.
Is that right?
Yeah, but
I feel like that's not right.
no, there's like a weird like accent on the end, but like I don't know if you can do that, but you know, we get the deal. We know it's jalapeno. All right, guys, vote in the poll. Let us know what we're ordering tonight, because it's gonna have to happen.
We'll put another one in there too afterwards. Should we get beers with it as well?
Yeah. I think that's a given.
Well, we'll see what the chat has to say. I leave it up to the chat, honestly.
I mean, if I'm in the chat, I'm a devil. I'm like, yo, drink those beers.
Rob Reinhardt also saying Juan Soto will announce his final decision
Okay,
tonight.
everyone's saying it.
I'm told he was on.
Whoa.
Rob, shut the frick up.
Oh, that's bullshit. No, that's bullshit.
This got to be a meme account, right?
It's got to be a meme account.
You got to be a meme account. Are you a meme account? Are you?
It's got to be a meme account. No way that he's talking to the freaking Pirates.
No. This is. I'm
Can't be.
assuming this is a meme account. He says that they're talking to the Pirates. I don't know if you can see that, but like.
Yeah, no, he's not talking to the Pirates. You gotta shut up,
That
man.
Can't be.
He's not talking to the Pirates.
Yeah.
No.
That's not.
I'm not even gonna give that any more light than it needs to be. That's not happening.
No.
You're not talking to the Pirates.
No.
That's a joke.
No.
Can you imagine out of effing nowhere, Juan Soto to the Pirates?
I would die.
I might have to jump off the balcony. I won't even get in time for my jalapeno burger. I won't even be here in time. I'll just be dead. I'll be dead. Who's winning right now in the polls?
Great question, man. Let's take a look right here.
Poutine is winning?
We've got 264 votes. 269 votes. It is a very tight race right now between Little Caesars, a pound of wings, and poutine. It honestly feels like jalapeno chicken sandwich is falling out of the race right now. This is a tight watch, everybody. Stay tuned. Because Little Caesars just took over. Poutine's back. Little Caesars is on top right now. Holy fucking shit! This is electric. What we're watching.
This is more intense than the Juan Soto signing.
If you guys haven't already, vote in the chat. Subscribe to the channel. Like Blue Jays today. We're on our way to 500 likes on the stream. Little Caesars pulling ahead.
Oh my
29%,
god!
29% right now. Holy shit!
Oh my god! Also, shout out to Marty saying chicken bacon double chunk chuck. Yeah, like. Costco guys, 9 hot dogs and 9 beers, saying Boo Must Die. Okay, we got your guys' opinions. Who's winning? And when do we finalize this poll so we can order?
We'll get it going. I'm just taking another look right here at Twitter to see if there is any other updates right now on
Juan Soto.
Someone just said poutine is gross. Who are you? Are you American?
That is insane.
That's
actually.
insane. Yo, Adored Carrot saying Soto's favorite meal is pastelón del platano maduro, which is ribs and plantain lasagna. Cannot find Greg's favorite food. Wow, the fact that you found that's insane, dude. Shout out to Adored Carrot.
That's
ribs?
a wild pull, actually. I don't know how you know that.
I don't. How do you find that?
Not sure how you're aware of that.
Wow.
But that mean like I believe you.
I do believe the fact that it's that specific. I do believe. Also, big shout out to Last Two Gaming. Hi guys. My source, Last Two Gaming's got sources, is saying Blue Jays or New York Mets.
Last Duel Gaming, it's gonna hurt so bad. It's gonna hurt so horrendously bad.
So the details. Where's this source? How do you know it? I want to know.
Jack Rose. Everybody's saying Jack Rose right now.
So
Jack
to finish
Rose.
Last Duel Gaming, he's saying 780 for the Mets, 790 or 800 for Blue Jays. Rogers is the winter meeting, and the same with Steve Cohen. My goodness. So what's Jack Rose saying?
Okay, I don't want to give this guy too much weight right now. We
Rose reports.
Yeah, we don't have a lot going on here. Breaking, Juan Soto is expected to come back to the Yankees.
Yeah, I don't know.
A last-second count. I don't know about that.
I mean, the only thing I could say is, like, I guess with other people's reports being like, they need to have a final offer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not sure about that.
Seriously, the Last Two Gaming. Thank you for the dono, everybody. But also, Last Two Gaming, how do you know this? I want to know. Scott's saying Jeff Passan. Although, I don't think, no one else is saying it, so.
We would have heard from Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan is there.
Jeff Passan would have popped up on my phone immediately.
Also, it is looking like Little Caesars is starting to pull away right here. If you have any last-minute thoughts on this,
shout out to Dana,
and need to vote, now is the time. I'm going to give it till 9:20. So you got like
2 minutes.
More minutes.
2 minutes. BNS saying Laura. Okay.
I believe you, Laura.
I believe you, Laura. I believe you, Laura. I know you.
What did Ben Nichols say?
Ben Nichols.
What do you have to say? Tell me what's what.
He reposted the Mike Puma thing. Okay. Yeah. So he will be signing tonight.
We're pretty confident it's happening tonight. That's what we're thinking.
You're a sports station. You guys are the GOATs. Shout out to you. You're the GOAT if you vote in the poll, too. I want to hear how many votes we got in that poll.
Almost 500.
Wow.
420 votes right now.
Half the chat.
Or like a minute and a half left. Vote. And then I'm going to end this poll, and we're going to know for sure what everybody's been tuning in for, what we're going to order.
Adored Carrot saying Soto to Jays. I know his favorite food.
Bill Madden. Everyone's saying Bill Madden right now. Who the fuck are you? Who are you?
I've never heard of this
Never
man.
heard of this
How about
guy.
everyone's coming out of the woodwork?
Don't know who this guy is. Is that I don't think that was the right thing.
Bill Madden?
On
singer-songwriter?
On Blue Sky. Whoa. We gotta start having multiple apps open right now. We're gonna start having multiple applications open. Is this the right thing?
Sky. That's a singer-songwriter.
No. Ben Nicholson Smith?
On Blue Sky?
Maybe. As of this evening, some of the people closely involved with the Soto sweepstakes were saying they don't know where he's going. That's what Ben Nicholson Smith said 2 minutes ago
on Blue Sky. I don't think
Blue Sky.
Do we have Blue Sky on this
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. We might have to log in again, and might not be a good idea.
No. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, and we just got some breaking news, actually.
Where?
Nothing to do with Juan Soto, but still a very valuable thing. Dodgers have agreed to a deal with Michael Conforto. That sucks. That sucks. That really fucking sucks. Hey, guys, we're getting Little Caesars, by the way.
We're getting Little Caesars.
Oh, that sucks. That really sucks.
Oh, no.
Because that was another option.
That was another option.
We're
losing options.
We're starting to lose options. I need another
Wait a minute.
What?
That means the Dodgers are for sure. Well, would they be?
We already knew they were at one. Listen, Adam.
No, not Juan Soto. I'm talking about Teoscar Hernandez. They were one of the favorites to get back Teoscar Hernandez.
You think that's what that means, that they're out
They
on
could be. I mean, why would you get 2 corner outfielders?
Because they're the Dodgers.
You already have a corner outfielder.
They were gonna get Soto. Listen. I hear what you're saying, and I like where your head's at right now. I don't necessarily know if it means that. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. I think so. I'm ordering the Little Caesars, guys. You want them? Okay, let me actually see.
Can we get cheesy bread?
We can get cheesy bread. Buy one, get one free. So the only buy one, get one free options are, it's medium stuffed crust or medium stuffed crust. Okay, medium stuffed crust with cheese, just cheese, or with pepperoni. I like pepperoni. Same price. Yeah, might as well get the pepperoni. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Doi. And then you want cheesy bread?
Yeah.
Of course I want cheesy bread.
They have dips too.
Yeah, of course they have dips. Sides. It's called Crazy Combo, actually. Or you can get Crazy Combo for $6. Or they have stuffed crazy bread, 4 pieces for $6. What should we get, guys? I'm gonna do like an eyeball kind of poll here. What should we get? Should we get stuffed crazy bread or just regular crazy bread? Stuffed or regular? Fine sand. Oh yeah, no, we got fine sand. Yeah, stuffed or regular? We got stuffed. Everyone's saying stuff. Oh, stuff is sweeping right now. All right, stuffed it is. Stuffed. It's the same price. Why not get more cheese? And then let's get some dips. We're in it for the long haul, y'all. We're in it for the long haul, man. What kind of dip do you want? Ranch? The only options are ranch or buffalo ranch.
I know what I want, but I'm gonna go with the chat.
Ooh, okay, ranch or buffalo ranch, guys? Let us know. Ranch or buffalo ranch? I just love that, like, we got 1,000 people here as we're waiting for one of the biggest news in MLB history. We're just ranch or buffalo ranch? Buffalo. Everyone's saying buffalo.
That's what I want.
That's where I was going too.
You guys don't let me down. That's what I would have gone as well, okay? You guys know what's up. This is why it's a fucking legendary community, okay? It's Buffalo Ranch all day.
Boom. Done. Boom. 10% tip. What do you guys tip on Uber Eats, guys? I always go to 10. Solid 10. Shout out to whoever just subscribed. Let's go. So, as we know, latest update on Juan Soto is he's going to sign tonight. Dodgers have signed Michael Conforto. That leaves us with, oh boy.
Can we pull up the outfielder, whatever's now?
The left of the outfielders, the free agency.
Yeah.
MLB free agents. Spot rack.
Bill Madden, 1954. Who is Bill Madden, 1954, and why is he doing things?
Also, before we pull up that, I think I got Blue Sky here. Mm-hmm. We can get Ben up.
Yeah, pull that up.
Boom.
That up.
As of this evening, I don't know if you guys can read it because actually I don't have this set up for Blue Sky. But as of this evening, some of the people close involved with the Juan Soto sweepstakes were saying they won't know where he's going. So, like, literally, it could happen any moment, and we don't know who. Update. We have no effing idea.
What a wild time.
I know, right?
And Ken Rosenthal pours water on your hopes and dreams. Once again, he's pouring water on the Toronto Blue Jays.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I used to love Ken Rosenthal.
I hate it.
I hate it. What? Like, explain to me what I did to you, Ken. What did I do? What did Canada do? What did everyone do that lives over here? We're nice people. We wear fucking bow ties too, man. What's the problem? Well, Dodgers are still in on Teo.
Wow, dude, why? Can you imagine a lineup where it goes Mookie? Well, obviously it goes Soto, or not Soto. Sorry, Ohtani, Mookie, Freddie, Teoscar, Michael Conforto, Will Smith. Like, don't kill me,
man. I don't need to imagine it's gonna happen in a couple months from now.
Oh my God! If you're saying I don't want the Dodgers to get Hernandez, if Hernandez goes to the Red Sox, I almost feel confident that the Blue Jays get in Santander.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if they get Teoscar, then Red Sox are gonna be in on Santander. You know,
And the Yankees probably,
And
assuming they
everyone.
don't get Soto back. You know what I mean? It's
God,
just like,
that's
it's
just so
bullshit.
much.
Bill Madden 1954. Okay, let me pull up Bill Madden 1954.
That sucks. That sucks.
Also, are we getting beers with this order, or what's up?
Are we gonna poll? I think I know what the poll's gonna say.
Okay, Bill Madden 1954 says Yankees deserve credit for apparently going well beyond their comfort zone at 750 to 760 million for Soto. But word now is Cohen is going to 800 million, and if so, he
Wait,
will be alone.
Who is Bill Madden 1964?
Yeah, not somebody that is necessarily truly reputable. However, apparently he works for New York Daily News. He's a baseball writer and columnist since 1978. So, I mean, actually, maybe the lack of followers doesn't mean a whole lot. Like, if he's been working since 1978, I'm sure he does have some connections.
See, Yankee fan forever goes, who's this?
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
So,
I don't know.
maybe not.
Oh, Jamie Campbell follows him. And Jesse Barfield.
Cohen follows him.
Oh, Cohen follows him?
Apparently, a lot of people follow
my
this guy.
God.
Apparently, a lot of people follow this guy.
You know what?
Follow
I'm going to
him.
shut the hell up. Bill Madden, 1954.
Follow this guy. We better start following. Listen,
This
man,
guy's
he's been around since
reputable.
1978,
This guy's been around.
He's been
the
around
block.
the block. All right. So apparently he's saying that, you know, Cohen might go up to 800, and if so, no one is going to join him. Listen? We keep doing this every goddamn time. But can you imagine somebody paying $800 million for one baseball player?
I know.
One baseball player. That is it's a wild thing.
If Cohen's going to 800, the Blue Jays are going to have to go to 850. Just end this pain right now, man. Just go somewhere. This is killing me. This is painful. You put the poll in for the beers?
Yeah, I just did.
Guys, vote in the chat. Should we get more beers tonight? This is our job, and we're getting more beers.
Well, we'll see what the chat has to say.
That's true. Do you think we should get more beers?
It all depends on the chat.
Let us know.
You know, the chat.
Let
Listen,
us
the
know.
chat runs our lives.
You
all right?
tell us what to
Tell
do.
us what we're doing, and we will do it.
Shout out right now to with the super chat. Love that guy's name so much. Saying, excited to continue the disappointment. Let's go. W's in the chat for.
Also, there's 1,100 people watching right now, guys. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button. We're over 500 likes on this stream.
Nuts, yo.
Can we get up? Can we get up to the magical 669 likes?
Wow. Dude, that's just epically 600.
I know.
We rarely get to that feat.
I know.
Wow.
Can we do it? Huge shout out to whoever number 669 is. And thank you so much to
the new starter member, Reptix2K. Let's go.
for joining the starter
Welcome.
membership. Massive shout out to you guys. We are going to be here for the long haul as we watch Juan Soto sweepstakes. We've already ordered Little Caesars. We're finding out if we're ordering beers as well. God only knows how long we are going to be.
What's the poll at for that?
What do you think the poll's at?
I gotta imagine it's gonna be massively 79% at beers.
It's about as one-sided as you can make a poll.
Yo,
you know?
shout out to Play Tails. I don't even know how to say that, but shout out to you for joining, guys. Let's get this up, guys. For the OGs here, you know the goal at Blue Jays today has always been to get the 30,000 subscribers.
That has been the goal.
We just hit 27,000 a couple days ago. We're on our way to 28,000. Let's hopefully get it
Seriously,
there right now.
man. Seriously, yeah. So they're talking.
Wow.
So Michael Conforto, the deal is coming out right now by Ken Rosenthal. So we can talk a little bit about what his deal is. Believed to just be a 1 year. Are you fucking kidding me?
What? We
This
could have
is
done
like-
that.
Dude, we do this all the time, man. It's always this. Like, oh, we could have done that.
We could have done that.
We easily could have done that.
Where are you, Ross? Where are you?
It's one goddamn year, man.
Dude, I got very angry.
Shout out and thank you to all the people that we just missed 2 subscribers, but we appreciate both of you. Thank you so much. Carlos.
I got very angry at the Arizona Cardinals today, and Ross Atkins gets me equally, if not more, as angry.
I'd say more, man.
Like, more angry. It's like, where are you? Why aren't you signing Michael Conforto? Why aren't you? I don't care. Like, dude, if you got Juan Soto, okay, cool. And you got Michael Conforto or Santander or Hernandez, okay, you got 2 of them. Okay, cool. Well, put George Springer in the DH spot for all I give a crap. Like, or switch it. I don't care. Go get players. Where are you? Where are you? Can anyone find me Ross Atkins? Hello?
This is the thing. Like, the Dodgers are doing it so right now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like, the Dodgers are out here just doing everything proper.
Oh, of course.
You know, they get their pitcher. They get another bat. They're still in on Teoscar Hernandez. Like,
Oh, my God.
what the frick, dude?
It's so
I just,
annoying.
like, you know, I hate
I'm
them, but I
tired.
also respect them. You know, like, I respect everything they're doing.
Would you pay Conforto 1 year, 17 mil?
Duh.
You know?
Like, look
It's
at his
gonna-
stats again. Like, again, you're talking about somebody who, yes, has dealt with some health problems, but
Yeah,
in his best seasons can give you an 800 OPS. And last year was a solid baseball player. You're not paying him at a premium. You're not.
That's solid.
You know, $17 million is like, okay, you're a good baseball player.
Yeah.
That's the going rate. And you're only committing 1 year to him.
Yeah. Who cares if it falls?
Like for the Dodgers right now, it's like, okay, well, this is our insurance if we miss out on Teo or if we miss out on Soto.
Great.
And honestly, like, as you're like, you bat this guy 6 in your lineup,
seriously.
it's incredible.
I'm just
jealous, man.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm frustrated. I'm envious. I'm all that, man. I'm tired.
So I think we
tired of
can
that.
kill the poll right now. It does look like beers are
All right, beer. You want to order the beers?
We can make that happen momentarily. How do we get this poll gone right now?
How do we get this poll gone? Cohen is my least favorite person right now saying your sports today. Talking baseball saying absolute Dan. All right. Is it kind of the same thing? They kind of do like a whole re-quoting and tweeting, but I'll pull it up. And they did. Yeah, they're talking about Michael Conforto. Okay. But also this, actually, baseball fans right now. That's all of us. We're all looking at X right now. We're all here. And to all y'all in here, y'all looking at us right here on YouTube. So shout out to everybody in here right now who's on YouTube. Shout out. We're still waiting. If you guys are just tuning in, Juan Soto probably going to make his decision tonight. There's guesses they'll be at like 10, 11 o'clock. God, I hope it's soon. Just end my misery. I want to move on. Can you imagine if like Juan Soto signs and then it's like, and then there goes Hernandez to the Red Sox and then Santander to the Yankees? I am going to be so sad. Can you imagine if we miss out on all those guys?
Well, we've been down that rabbit hole before, man, and does feel like that certainly could be the case. Zombie asking us to answer some questions.
All right.
You guys ask them, and we will answer them. I can't wait for Zombie's question to come up because clearly they have a question in here, and you know they want us to answer it. We'll see when it happens, right?
I'm gonna. Oh, this is a pretty good one actually. Let me look at this one right here.
Natty Sports. I will look it up prior to Adam looking it up. Let's see.
Okay. This one's on the topic. This one actually came in.
Is it Natty State Sports? Is that the idea?
Natty State Sports?
No, I don't think so.
This is a question that came in actually half an hour ago, and it's on the topic of Mr. Juan Soto. I like it.
This feels like a shot in the dark here. I'm not believing this one, guys. Not believing this one. He's saying, again, not a reputable account at all. Is saying that Juan Soto is in agreement with the Mets. Is saying that it's somewhere between 750 and 800. Not buying into
yeah, that's just like an
Christmas.
educated guess.
Yeah.
I'd guess that too.
Yeah, exactly. Not buying into it right now. Yeah.
That's wild. All right, we got a question from Poro T. They're asking, and this is on the topic of Soto, how are you guys? Great, thank you. Plus, how much is too much for Soto? And I mean, we're talking about ridiculous numbers right now. How much is too much for Juan Soto? And like a lot of people, and you brought this up yesterday, that if you miss out on Soto and it's going to be like $800 million, everyone's going to be like, oh, thank God we didn't sign that guy to that deal. Is that too much? How much is too much?
Too much is when it Too much is when it inhibits you from doing other things in the future.
Yeah.
That's a different number for every single team. So, like, there is not one size fits all here. It's, literally situational, right? Too much for the Tampa Bay Rays is, $400 million.
Yeah.
That's too much. But for everybody else, then, that's a steal. So too much really does determine on who you're talking about here. And my answer, and I know that this isn't what you're looking for when you ask this question, but the truth is too much is when it inhibits you from doing future moves or stops you from getting better later down the line.
Yeah, because $800 million for 15 years, what? That's like a little more than $50 million per year for Juan Soto. Does that inhibit the Mets to go and add other guys? I don't think so.
Like, at the end of the day,
I don't think so.
If you actually don't care about the money,
doesn't matter.
$10 billion.
Yeah,
like
I don't
seriously,
care.
like if you don't care about the money and it doesn't stop you from getting other guys in the future, then it doesn't matter. Like, so that is ultimately like what it comes down to.
I guess maybe to play devil's advocate for some people being like, well, the value of what you're paying doesn't equal to the performance on the field.
I get that.
Like sure. I mean, hell,
But
if we're talking about that, then yeah. Based on everyone else's contracts right now, he is getting paid. He will get paid way too much money.
Like,
absolutely.
I genuinely think that Juan Soto for the next little while is going to be, one of the best positional players in baseball. Probably going to win an MVP or two. Might go deep in the playoffs, do all that shit.
Right.
So okay, a little bit more than Mike Trout's contract. That's what he should get paid.
Right, absolutely.
That's not what's going to happen. He's gonna get almost double that.
Right.
So, it is an overpay, but it really does come down to how much you're willing to sacrifice as a team.
Exactly.
Thomas Hall is what people are saying for.
I love Thomas Hall.
Thomas Hall's statement about the Toronto Blue Jays. Interesting.
I love Thomas Hall. Yeah, take a look. I'm pulling up a question just in case. Let me look at Thomas Hall.
Let's take a look. What do you have to say about this, Thomas Hall? With Michael Conforto signing with LA, there's one less lefty available for the Toronto Blue Jays.
And a very Toronto Blue Jays statement here.
All of these guys.
So you got Teoscar, Anthony, Jerkson. After Santander, teardrop. Because then you got Risk with Profar. Then it's another teardrop. And it's Kana, Duvall, Winker. Jesus Lord. See, Jesse Winker is the type of player the Blue Jays would go get.
I like Jesse Winker.
I do too.
Not as the one.
Not the
and only
solution.
guy.
Not the solution. He's a complimentary piece.
I'll put it this way. I like Jesse Winker more than Gleyber Torres.
Yeah, I like the upside of Jesse Winker.
Yeah.
Because Gleyber Torres has never hit with an OPS over 800. Oh, no, he did for a couple of years.
He did for 1 year.
For 1 year.
It was 1 year. He had one really good year, Gleyber Torres did.
Right.
Jesse Winker for a while had like 4 in a row.
Yeah.
Really solid seasons.
Yeah.
Then he got hurt. Then it was, a little underperformance, has been bouncing around ever since. And, hoping to bounce back. Did decent with the Mets down the stretch. I like Jesse Winker. It's not the same as some of these other guys, though.
No, I agree.
That's what it comes down to.
I mean, look, Soto, let's be realistic, probably not going to get it. And then it's Teoscar or Santander, or else we're cooked, guys. That's what it comes down to, man. We got to hope we get
Or
one of those
Pete
guys.
Alonso.
Or, I'm talking just from outfielders, but, or Pete Alonso, too.
Okay, Zombie asking, answer my question. Which was your question, Zombie? I don't know.
I don't know. I got another question. Let's give some love to Mr. Bloopy right here. An advocate follower right here, always making themselves known in the chat. Mr. Bloopy's asking, who are your top 3 trade candidates that you want to target? Well, bullpen for me. If we're really targeting anybody, give me Ryan Helsey. Give me the guy on the Cardinals. What is his name? I'm blanking on his name. Someone in the chat help me out. The closer on the Cardinals. Give me him. And I can't think of a third one right now.
You know what's so funny? Okay, so the King Zimmer says, everyone start typing Bob to trick them. And then he started typing Bob. And I literally went and I looked up Bob even after I saw you write that. And then I came into the chat and everyone was typing Bob.
Right. Okay, so Ryan Helsley and Ryan... What was the other guy?
I'm stupid.
Helsley. Oh my God, I'm blanking right now. I'm blanking. It's a guy in Houston. Presley. Ryan Helsley and Ryan Presley. There's 2 Ryans. That's why it's confusing me. Those are 2 guys I want to target. Third one, Devin Williams. Screw it. Do it. Bullpen. It's all bullpen. There's nothing in on Bob.
I like bullpen quite a bit. I also like some start. I do think, I know this isn't a top trade candidate for me, but like a realistic one is I like Arenado. I think more than some other people do, and I think that that's definitely a reasonable thing right there.
Right.
I'd have to go around. Like I feel like there's a couple starters that I like too that the Toronto Blue Jays could target. Have to really think about that one.
David Bednar is what people are saying. I don't know. I don't know if
I don't think that they're going to trade for that guy.
I
just don't know if they're like we've been down that road, and I love Bednar. Like, don't get me wrong, I think that guy would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't feel like they're going to do it at this point. Shout out and thank you to
Colby Shaw.
W's
Welcome.
in the chat. 1100 legends in here right now, guys. We are on Juan Soto watch, folks. It is supposed to happen this evening. This is where you want to be. We've been live for 2 hours plus now, all right? This is happening tonight, waiting on Juan Soto. So if you haven't already done so, hit the like, smash the subscribe button, folks. I am going to put a poll in the chat right now as to where you guys think he is going to go at this current moment. Where do you think Juan Soto signs?
And while that's happening, guys, just an update. The pizza is being prepared. I think it's getting picked up right now. The pizza's getting picked up. I'm thinking about food right now. I'm starving. No, they're still preparing it. Oh, no. It's supposed to be coming at 10:15. All right, everybody, remember 10:15. If it's not here by 10:15, we complain. We complain.
Let us know. Also, people saying MLB Scoops. We'll check MLB Scoops, but dude, honestly,
I hate MLB Scoops.
Don't give MLB Scoops a whole lot of credit.
I don't like MLB Scoops.
He's saying source Mets owner Steve Cohen and agent Scott Boras just concluded a 10
where are you getting
phone
that,
call.
Dude? Like, where are you getting this?
I mean, like, listen, man, if you were fully reputable, like, that
That'd
would
be so
be
cool.
incredible news to hear. Not for us, but like for the Mets.
Yeah.
But it's tough for me to fully believe that.
Here's another thing. He just said this. There are significant deferments with the Dodgers agreement, Michael Conforto. Actually, there isn't, apparently, so far that we know. So, that's wrong. Like, God, this guy just, like, it's fun, but, like, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Wow. Conforto signing with the Dodgers will not affect... Yeah. Well, you just took literally what Ken